What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Women's Sports Roundup. Uh, I got my boy Brooklyn here with me. Hopefully,
Yes,
and
yes.
join us soon. Today, we got some good topics for y'all. We are going to talk about the unrivaled playoffs, our predictions, who we think going to win. We're going to do a mock draft of the upcoming college players coming into the league. And then we're going to talk about the hot topic of the week. Should WNBA players get paid more? Go ahead, Brooke.
Where you want to start at?
Let's start with unrivaled playoffs.
Um, so the playoffs gonna be interesting. I mean, it all boils down to two teams, obviously. The Roses and the Luna Owls. I think that's kind of. Oh, I know. Early in the season, you might have would have said the Laces and I think the Laces is still gonna be formidable. But I think the Laces is gonna take care of Vinyl. Um, no, excuse me. I think the Roses play
The Laces.
the Laces and the okay. So yeah, that's gonna be a tough matchup for the Roses. Roses and Laces, but I think Roses is gonna come out of that. And then I think the Luna Owls is gonna take care of the Vinyl. And I think the big matchup that everybody is gonna want to see is Roses Luna Owls. So we're gonna see. I think Luna Owls obviously they've been dominating all year. So I think it's a foregone conclusion that they probably gonna win it all. But I could tell you that when the Roses and Luna Owls play, it's an extra level of competitiveness. So those
Mhm.
games is gonna definitely be spicy. It's definitely gonna be spicy games. And that's if my prediction comes true. Because like I said, the Laces is definitely formidable. I don't want to just act like the Laces don't got a chance to eliminate the Roses. The Laces at full strength is tough, but Jackie Gray with the way she playing right now, I don't think she like to disrespect people put on her name. You know what I mean? Caitlin Clarkin is an amazing player, and she's gonna do great things in the WNBA. But comparing her to like people that's established and that's won championships, writing them off like they're done. I don't think Chelsea Gray like that. You know what I mean? And first of all, I said this before. I don't know why every time somebody has a good game, they got to be compared to Caitlin Clark. Juju is compared to Caitlin Clark. Angel compared to Caitlin Clark. Chelsea Gray compared to Caitlin Clark. It's like, damn, let these other players live. Caitlin Clark is great, but she's not the only great player. What we love about sports is when you get to see great players compete against other great players, right? None of us will watch this league or any league if it was only one great player in the league and everybody else is trash. There's no reason to watch. Like, what's the point of watching? We watch these games because we want to see the competitiveness and the greatness from a bunch of these players. So I say that to say I think Chelsea Gray felt some type of way. You know what I mean? People was disrespecting her name. I understand she was hurt this year and she ain't played her best in the regular season, but she like, hey, I'm healthy now. And this is what I look like when I'm healthy. So I think the Roses got an edge, especially with the way Angel is playing. Angel is playing her best basketball right now. Chelsea Gray
Mhm.
is playing her best basketball. Hopefully, Kalia Copper comes back to add to that. I love what Lexi Hall and Brittany Sykes is adding to the table. I do not like Azura Stevens. I'm not a
As
fan of
well.
that. Azure. I'm not a fan of Azure Stevens, but hey, hopefully she can help us out and give us something, man. Because I don't know, her game is weird. 6'5", she's a 6'5" small forward. You know what I mean? She a 6'5" shooting guard. Like I don't get it. But hopefully she give us something. But the Laces, like I said, is definitely formidable with AT. You got AT, you got Jackie Young. You know what I'm saying? And we already know what McBucket's been doing for them. And then you can't forget about Tip. So, they definitely formidable. But I don't know. I feel like the Roses got a little chip right now. But any one of them could win that. Vinyl, unfortunately, and I love Teaspoon. When I'm not rooting for the Roses, I'm rooting for Vinyl. Unfortunately, I think Vinyl is gonna be they gonna be, it's gonna be easy work for
Of
the for the
course.
for the Luna Owls, unfortunately. But I love Sloot. Not Sloot. I love Teaspoon, and I'm always rooting for Teaspoon. Whenever she's not going up against Angel, I'm rooting for Teaspoon. So shout out to Teaspoon. Know what I'm saying? Shout out
Yeah.
to the chat. What up, Simply Balling? What up, Steady Serving? What up, Fast?
Um. Yeah. Simple playoff format is only 14. One game. You win, you move on. You lose, you out.
Any
Um.
given Sunday.
Yep. I'm definitely pulling for the Rose. I wouldn't look past this Laces team because when they're healthy, it's just a different team.
They tough. Definitely tough.
Just a different team when they're healthy. I do think the Roses can pull it out. Um, but now you got not Jackie Gray, Jackie Young playing at a higher level,
Yeah,
and
she
that
healthy
adds
now.
another element to that Laces team.
Yeah,
But always rooting for the Rose. I never bet against Angel Reese, so I got the
facts.
Rose coming out on top for that one. I mean, with the Rose, for real though, I think it solely depends on Nola and her rotation
Mm-hmm.
and what that looks like. Because some games she have good rotations, she do the right thing some games,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next game you got Slim starting and Lexi barely playing. Um, it's a lot. We don't know the status of Angel and her wrist. We don't know what's happening with Kalia Copper and if she's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
But what we do know is that the Roses is in the playoffs and they looking to go to that championship game. And if the Rose go to that championship game, man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be
Yeah,
crazy for real, because nobody had them even competing for a playoff spot, let
facts,
alone being
facts.
the number 2 seed and in position to go to the finals. So the Rose go to the finals. That's a win already. And then they win it and beat the Luna Owls. Come on now.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that. You know, obviously my heart is with the Roses. My head is saying Luna Owl's gonna win that, but my heart is with the Roses. But to your point, and this is why I love regardless of what happens. This was a development league, so this was a
Mhm,
successful league for everybody because I've seen Angel get better. I've seen
mhm.
Aaliyah Edwards get better. I've seen Rakia Jackson get better. You know, Teaspoon. One thing I love, even though all these players is on different teams, you could work with any coach. So Teaspoon was working with different players. She came to work with Angel. She came to work with Brittany Sykes. You know, so it's like I love to see that. You know what I mean? Drawing a blank on his name right now, but the coach of the Mist. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. That's my guy. He's real big on ball handling and helping people out
Oh,
with their
Phil
handles.
Hand.
Phil Handy, thank you. That's my guy. Draw a blank right there. But you know, he's working with people, helping them out on their dribble. So this was success in that alone. Like everybody got better. But to your point, the one thing I love about the Roses is you could tell they once they started to hit their stride, because it took them a little while to hit their stride, right? Because they had issues with defense early on. But once they started to hit their stride, you could see they started to get better game by game by game by game. And the thing about the Roses, they might not have the best talent on their team, but they have chemistry. And when you got a team that's playing together at the right time, you know this as a Chicago Sky fan, right? In 2021, the Sky wasn't the best team in the league, but they started playing their best
Oh,
basketball at the right time and won a championship. You get what I'm saying? So that's kind of what the Roses is doing right now. They playing their best basketball at the right time. Like you said, hopefully health is on our side. So hopefully Angel is good. And hopefully Kalia Copper comes back and she's able to play. If we have full strength, man, we tough. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't start out this is credit to the Roses. Me personally, I didn't start out this league as a Roses fan, right? I didn't know who I was gonna go with. The the way that Roses play and my love for Angel made me start to really follow the Roses and say, nah, I'm rooting for the Roses. But I started out kind of like a free agent trying to see like who I wanted to root for, where I wanted to go. But I just, the way the Roses play, and shout out to Chelsea Gray for being a leader. Shout out to Angel for being the heart and soul of the team. The way they play, they made me a fan. I kind of want to see them win. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. My head is telling me they're gonna have a tough task getting past the Laces. That's gonna be a tough one. I do got them, but that's gonna be a tough one. And then if they do get past the Laces, it's gonna be really difficult to beat the Owls, right? Like the way Fee playing right now, she on a mission, and then you got Skylar Diggins just with she's really the leader of that team. If you watch them off the court, she's the one that's preaching, and and then you got Courtney Williams off the bench. That's a tough team to beat because they got a lot of dogs on that team, man. They got a lot of dogs, and they, you know what I mean? But if a team could do it, it's the Roses. The Roses could do it. Out of all these teams, it's the Roses. You know what I'm saying?
That's the team I want the Roses to meet up with. It's the Luna Owls.
And then the let me land my plane with this. I'm going to your point. That's when we're gonna see electricity though. Because every time at least the last two times, I ain't gonna say every time, the last two times the Roses and the Luna Owls played, it was passion. So you can only imagine when it's for the money, right? It's for the money, it's for the championship. You can only imagine like it's gonna be turned up.
That's really what I want though. Luna Owls versus Roses in the final. It's just it's must see TV. I think
that should be good for the ratings.
Basketball. Yeah, I think they've given some of the best basketball. And it's just, man, that last game just set the tone for the playoffs already. So why not run it back one more time?
You got yelling at Angel. after she hit the game winner, she yelling at Angel.
Yeah.
And then you got Angel talking about, somebody wrote Angel talking about something about the best player. Why did you do something to the best player? She was like, I ain't do nothing. She said, I ain't do nothing to Asia Wilson.
That was about Caitlin. They were saying that about Caitlin. Why you treat the best player in the league like that? And she said, I don't remember doing nothing to Asia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got two passionate teams. Fee may be on a chill side, but you still got Skylar, you still got Alicia, you still got Shakira, Courtney Williams.
Listen,
they passionate and they go ahead.
Now I was just gonna say Fee not on the chill side when she go against Angel. When she on the chill side every other time, but when she go against Angel, she not on no chill side. She turned up too.
Hey, ain't nobody on the chill side when they go against Angel. She just bring it out of them. And then you got a passionate Rose team who a lot of people said wasn't even supposed to be there. They said they wasn't even supposed to be there.
Yeah.
So
they was a TikTok team.
Yeah, they was the TikTok team. So, it's always they got to go in. They got to take care of business. But I do got the Rose and Luna Owls meeting up for the championship, and I'm biased, so I got the Rose winning. We got to get our get back for real because
I would love to see that.
It's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be easy, but I got the Rose winning.
Yeah, it'd be a great story.
Go ahead, Brooke. You got to choose.
People gonna tune in. I already said Luna Owls. Wait,
you taking the Luna Owls?
I said. Listen. I said my heart wants the Roses to win, but I feel like the Luna Owls is gonna win. I'm with you though. I would love to see the Roses win, but if I'm looking at this as a betting man, if I'm looking at this, if I got to put my life, my life is on the line, I'm going Luna Owls. I think Luna Owls gonna win it. but I want the Rose to win it. That's war I want to win it. So we'll see what happens. But if you ask me what I think is going to happen, I do think the Luna Owls is going to win it all. I just think they got too much going for them. I think they got too
All
much
I'm
going for them.
saying is
We've seen upsets though in the past. So
tell
I
the
wouldn't be
zebras,
surprised.
tell the zebras to let them play.
That's a fact. That's another thing too. It was like they got
All
something
I'm
against
saying.
somebody said it too. I seen it on. I think it was Sanaya Rivers. Man, they got something against the baddies. They got something against the baddies, right? Like they
It
won't
was
let the baddies play.
Rakia Jackson. She said all the baddies got ejected.
Who's she's I am that hoop. Oh yeah, that's Rakia. Okay, that's I
Yeah,
am that hoop. I thought that was Sanaya.
but tell the zebras let them play, and then we'll see who really the best in the league.
Yeah, man.
You feel
That's
me?
a fact. That's a great point. Real
It's
money.
that
What's
much.
going on, my brother? Fast, Political Lil, Mariah, Chronicles WBTV. What's going on? Jim Johnson. You want to get to some of the comments before you move on?
Yeah, go ahead and hit the let me hit these comments before we move on. What's good, B in
See
Brooklyn? What's
Camilla.
good, Carmella? Real money. Salute, salute. Chronicles WBB TV said Luna Owls winning. I mean, I wouldn't be. I think they the favorite. They
Yeah, they're the
definitely the
favorite.
favorite to
But they could
win.
be beat.
All I'm saying is
They
tell
could
the
be beat.
zebras to let them play.
Listen, and then what Chelsea Gray did, I think she put out a statement hitting like what 8, 9 threes. I think she was like, yo, you're gonna have to stop me.
Political Lil said I would love for the Rose to win, but anything can happen. Anything
Facts.
can happen in almost any sport, but especially
Especially when it's one
303.
and done.
Yeah, and we definitely don't know like the status of Angel right now. She hasn't come out and said anything pertaining to her leaving the game early. We don't know if Kalia Copper is coming back or making a return. So it's definitely a lot of questions right now for the Roses. I think the Luna Owls coming into it a little bit healthier. The Laces coming into it healthier. Um, Vinyl as well. I don't know if Enrique is playing, but Vinyl should be healthy. So the Rose definitely gonna have a
Yo, what if the
tough
vinyl
date.
upset the Luna Owls and that'd be crazy.
Ooh,
That'd be
did
crazy.
all that to get to the playoffs and lose. That would be
That'd be wild.
crazy. Uh, Jim Johnson said the Rose would have won last game if Chelsea was on. She only had 10 points. I don't disagree. I agree. I agree. Oh, cool. They doing Sunday and Monday. Cool. Yeah. So they not doing. They usually do Friday, Saturday, skip Sunday, and then do Monday. But they doing Sunday and Monday. Mariah, hello, 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 Mariah. Keisha, cut the ish. Real talk, sports, high chat, and host. What's up, Keisha?
Sup, Keisha?
T. Carmella said, if Barbie is back, Rose can win. Period.
That's a fact.
Don't bet
Definitely
against
a
them.
fact.
Van said, tough matchups, but I'm Team Rose. All the way, all the way. We got to convince Brooke. He a bad man. He like, I'm going where the money reside.
Man, I can't lie to the people. I'm a truth teller, man. I gotta tell the truth. And when I look at what the Luna Owls been doing, they look like a championship team. But that's good. You always want a team to beat. So right now they just seem to beat. And like I said, if anybody can beat that team, it's the Roses. So
Um, Jean Gray said, I think Reese needs surgery again, but she might play. But if she does, they will be sleeping. They will be slapping at her hand and probably make it worse and get the surgery after they finish the games. I don't know. I don't think she hasn't said anything yet. So
yeah.
Not
I don't
trying to
know about that.
speculate.
If she does need surgery, I wouldn't mind them sitting her out though. Like health is
Yeah,
more important. But I don't like B said. I don't think it's that serious. I just think it might be a little sore. So we'll see what happens.
yeah. T. Carmella said Rose couldn't catch a groove in the last game against Luna Owls because the refs were calling everything on Rose. Definitely.
Facts.
That's why I said tell the zebras to let them play.
Snapple top facts.
Definitely said tell the zebras to let them play. Jackie said Team Rose. Team Rose all the way. Um yeah, so that's unrivaled playoffs. It's very simple, very straight to the point. You win, you move on. You lose, you go home. So don't
Hmm.
lose. It's 2 days, 2 games max. Um, so yeah, I look forward to see who actually come out on top. I know is important to a lot of them to get this first win in an inaugural season. Like, gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
That's gonna be crazy. If Copperback the Rose winning, Hog Boss, I don't disagree. But then I kind of okay. So look, it all depends on Nola's rotation. I wouldn't put Kalia back in the starting lineup. I just wouldn't do it. That just wouldn't work out for me. Putting her back in the starting lineup. I don't know how Brooke feel about that, but I just wouldn't put her back in the starting lineup.
I'm cool either way. The reason why I'm cool either way is because the lineup they got right now is working. Plus, he's just coming back. I could see them bringing her off the bench. I'm cool with that if they do that. I even said early in the season, I think you need to stagger her minutes, and Chelsea Gray minutes. So if they bring her off the bench, I'm cool with that. But if they do start her, right now, Brittany, I know Lexi Hall is people like that lineup. Right now, she's starting Brittany Sykes. I think Kalia Kopp is an upgrade over Brittany Sykes. So that's why I'm saying if they do start her, listen, Brittany Sykes to me is like I just live with what she gives me. I really like her as a player defensively. Offensively, she's only good for attacking the basket to me. I don't like her dribbling. I don't like her playmaking. I don't like her shooting. Um, she's real inconsistent. And almost out of control sometimes. You never know what you're gonna get. You almost happy when she make a shot. You like yes. So and then Lexi is more controlled, but same thing. Lexi, I think a lot of people got a bad taste, and I'm put it to you like this: if we see the Kalia Copper that left, then I don't want to see it in the starting lineup. But if that was just a Kalia Copper that was struggling, and we haven't seen the best Kalia Copper yet, then I wouldn't mind it because I do believe Kalia Copper got a level she ain't tap into before she got hurt. You know what I mean? Because she was forcing, she was missing, she kept driving to that midi, pulling up and missing. And I think once she started missing that midi, she started pressing, right? And then even before she got hurt, I forgot who she worked with. But she even said, I need to start getting downhill. I need to start getting to the basket. So she even noticed it. So again, if she comes back playing Kalia Copper basketball, I don't mind her in the starting lineup. But if she come back as that Kalia Copper that we saw early in the season, no, it's gonna be bad. So it's really up to Kalia, right? It's really up to the game she plays. If she plays her game, I don't mind her in the starting lineup. But if she comes back playing how we saw her playing early in the season, she's gonna fuck up the chemistry.
Um, Hogball said, "Let her come off the bench with Atkins. Where is Atkins? LOL." I don't think Ariel is getting playing time because Nola is just not familiar with her. Um, we all want to see her get playing time, but Nola is just not familiar with her. She's going with who she know. So I'm not surprised that she's not getting playing time. I am surprised that when players are struggling, she's not even attempting to put her in the game. But that's why I said it's all about Nola Henry and her rotation because I think I think Ariel Atkins could definitely get some minutes, especially in that last Luna Owls game that we lost. Lexi was struggling, and it's okay when a player is struggling to pull him out the game and replace him with another player just to see how it worked and what they can do on the court for you because Lexi just wasn't doing much on the court at that time. But yeah, Atkins is. Oh, Keisha said Atkins is back in the relief pool.
I
Okay,
must
she
mean
said
somebody healthy.
all the roses will be back. Tiffy and Cole said Ariel is trash and unrivaled. I don't want to see her play. Not gonna lie. I mean, Chelsea Gray was trash to begin unrivaled too.
Yeah. And then you got to realize she came late, so sometimes it takes players a little time to get acclimated. She even said that, what I mean. She even she did a little press conference not too long ago talking about the sky, and she was saying that her and Hogboss, what's up, buddy? She was saying that she finally connected with Angel and on a pass, and she was saying that's her fault because she was trying to like get the feel. Which is weird because I think she's playing overseas. I think they're on a break right now, but I think she's playing overseas on one of those teams. So, Storm, what up, Brody?
Let's see. Yeah, somebody said Ari Atkins is back in the emergency pool of players. She's not currently on the roses. Unc said that's been her whole problem. Yeah, her rotations has been a problem. Okay, okay. Everybody telling us that Atkins is back in the relief pool. Thanks for the update. Storm UK, what's up? What's up? What's the word? Real Money said Lexi gets streaky. Lexi is a streaky scorer. She can get hot. She can get streaky and get hot and make all her baskets. And she can also get streaky and go cold and miss all them
Yeah.
joints. So yeah.
The good thing
Remember they
about
gotta
Lexi,
stay.
though,
Go ahead,
the
bro.
good thing, the good thing about Lexi and Angel is they play with such a high motor that you live with what they give you offensively because they're gonna impact winning regardless of making shots and missing shots. They're gonna always impact winning with the effort they play with on the defensive end, and then the relentlessness that they play with on the offensive end. You don't really worry about um, them making shots because eventually they're gonna do something that's gonna affect winning anyway. You know what I mean? And they're gonna make a big play. Sykes is the same way as well, but like I said, Sykes make too many mistakes for me. Like Sykes is almost like it's almost like she's too good to be making the mistakes she's making. It's just like, come on, Sykes, come on. Like this, some of the layups she missed. And I know we talk about Angel Reese with the layups, but Sykes be like, I don't know, she missed like some weird layups. It's like Sykes, calm down. If you would have made that, we would have been. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
It was definitely a game that we could have blew a team out, but Brittany missed like five layups. Five
yeah.
layups. It's like what the hell? Okay, cool. But yeah, Unrivaled again. Unrivaled playoff starts Sunday. Sunday 7 p.m. Central Time, I believe. Let me not get that wrong. Sunday
While you
7.
look that up, before we leave the Unrivaled topic, I want to say one more thing about Unrivaled. Earlier, I talked about the players developing, getting better. One concern that I have for Angel though is, and I think she's gonna be all right because she already got a year under her belt. And then two, I think Tyler Moss is gonna get her right. But in Unrivaled, she hasn't been playing with a big like Camilla, and she's been learning how to score at the basket better, which is great. I love that development. But during the league, during the season, she's gonna have to play more on the perimeter. So I wish she was getting more of that work. The one thing I do love, the work that she developed in Unrivaled, is the point forward. Her feeling more comfortable pushing the ball in transition, because I feel like that's going to translate and going to help her in the W playing with Camilla. But again, playing with Camilla in that half court, she's going to hover around that 3-point line a lot more than she's going to be in that paint, because you got to give Camilla space to work. You know what I mean? She's going to be able to get in the paint and score at times too, but she's going to be doing a lot more work outside of the paint, allow Camilla to have the paint. So I wish we saw more of that development as well, opposed to scoring at the basket. You know what I mean? Scoring at the basket. I love that she got better there, but I just want to, like I said, I think she's going to be all right because she already have a year of experience of playing with Camilla. And then also, I'm pretty sure Tyler Marsh is going to set her up and put her in positions to be successful with Camilla with Camilla down there. But that's just one concern I have when Unrivaled. I've been seeing her get a lot of work in at the basket, but not necessarily a lot of work, either at the elbow or 3-point line.
Yeah, I found a time for Unrivaled. It's Sunday, March 16th, 7:30 Eastern Time, 6:30 Central. And then the championship game is Monday, March 17th, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. Hey, Brooke, go ahead on to the next topic. I'm finna mute for a second.
All right, we talking about the mock draft. So I mean, how you want to do it though? Like, are we saying who our you want to hear my 13 and you do yours, or like how you want to?
Back and forth. One,
Oh, so
two,
obviously it's gonna be
three.
easy. So we start like, you want to start at one? One is easy. All right. Obviously, I got Paige Beckers. What's up, Lisa? What's up, Tay? I got Lisa. I mean Lisa. I got Paige. Going number one. Obviously, you know. I actually, to be honest with you, I feel like it's three number one picks. I don't just have. I'm saying Pages. I think she's gonna go number one. Right? There's enough hype and everything. But I do believe that. You know what? Let's have some fun with this mock draft. I got Malanga going number one. I think it's three number one picks in this mock draft. I mean, in this draft.
Who your third number one pick?
I think Olivia Miles. I think Paige
Oh
Beckers, and I
no.
think I think I think Malanga could all be number one picks. Absolutely. I think talent wise and what they provide, I think they all good enough to be number one picks. But all obviously can only be one. So I'm gonna have some
Yeah.
fun. I know Paige is gonna go number one, but I'm gonna say Dominique Malanga because I think she got the talent to be number one. So I'm going with Dominique Malanga. Let's have some fun. If we're gonna do it, let's do it. I don't want to be generic just like everybody else.
Everybody in the chat, drop who y'all think gonna go number one. We're gonna do the mock draft 1 through 13. Just drop y'all picks in the
Get
chat
and
as we
say
move on to
Paige.
the number.
Go ahead with y'all
Um,
generic asses. Get and say Paige. I'm
I'm
going
definitely saying
Malanga. I'm going
Paige,
Malanga.
Paige, as I speak on Paige right here, you see the stats. Paige is going
Hey,
number
she
one.
definitely number one pick. Definitely. I can't argue with that.
She going number one. Just a 6 foot point guard is, I mean, I think is what Dallas need.
Yeah.
I think about Malonga and I'm like, Dallas kind of don't need that right now. They didn't win and traded for Nalissa. They still got Tierra McCowan. They still got Maddie Segrist.
That's true.
It's
That's
like,
true. I'm just having fun.
yeah,
I'm going off of talent. I ain't even thinking about fit. I'm going off
I
of talent.
bet. So uh, yeah, I'm going Page. Number two,
Number two,
uh,
I'm going Page.
number two, I'll probably go. Man, I'm trying to see. Who would I pick at number 2? And that's Seattle. Seattle got the number 2 pick.
You still going off a need?
I'm still going off a need. That's why I'm stuck. Uh, I can see it being Sonya Citron. I can also see them kind of getting Olivia Miles, but
Sonya Citron is a
they
better pick,
do
but I can't see
need
Sonya going number 2. That'd be too
they
high.
do need a backup big. So I'm gonna go Malanga. I'm gonna go Malanga because they need a backup big for Ezzy, and Malanga is a talent, man. She just
Malanga
a
might fuck
talent.
around and start.
Yeah, she a talent. You can't pass up on that. So my 1 and my 2, I got Paige, then Malanga.
I got same thing. Page. I got Malanga and Page. I got Malanga going number 1, man. Put some respect. See, a lot of people don't respect the overseas players' names because we ain't been watching them, but I'm gonna throw some respect on Malanga name. And guess what? Number 3. This is where the sky feel like dickheads. I got Olivia Miles going 3, where the sky could have had her.
Who's picking at 3 now? The Mystics.
Yeah,
I can see Olivia going 3. I can see Olivia
she
going
can't go
3.
no lower than 3. If she go lower than 3, it's a travesty. Something
I
wrong.
mean, she can go lower than 3. Olivia Miles, I hate to break it to you, buddy. I hate to break it to you.
You don't let a couple losses affect how you feel
No,
about her.
I didn't been watching all season. It ain't a couple losses. It's
So
just
you feel like you've been watching all season. You feel like there's somebody better than her in this draft.
I feel like
You feel like it's
she
3 players
has
better than her.
I think she has good qualities. I also think she has a lot of things she has to work on, and I wouldn't be surprised if she stayed another season in college. Her Olivia Miles is top 5, but her defense, I don't think her defense is WNBA ready. She's going to get cooked barbecue
I
chicken
disagree with
night
that.
in and night out. Night
I
in and night
disagree
out.
with that.
She's gonna
We
get
gonna
cooked
see.
barbecue chicken. I also think she's not good at running a half court offense. Her
Okay.
best passes come in transition. I think
Yeah, I disagree with that.
she just have I think she have a hard time choosing the right play to make in half court. But she's still a talent you can't pass up on. The defense is questionable, man. The defense.
So I disagree with that. I think her defense is average for a guard. I think she has solid defense. As far as her half court playmaking, I think maybe a lot of people seen her this year when she had to play with another point guard, another scoring point guard. Where again, one thing I love about Notre Dame, I've been saying it all year. I've been saying it about Sonia Cintron, but it's not just Sonia; it's all of them. They all playing a role. So Olivia, I think the role she took on and decided to play this year made people feel like that because she allows Hannah to do her thing, right? Hannah's their best scorer, so she allowed Hannah to do her thing. So people haven't really got to see Olivia with the ball in her hand 100% of the time. But before Olivia got there, she's been making plays in the half court transition. Like it really doesn't matter. To me, Olivia is the whole package, and I think the Sky made a mistake going to get Ariel Atkins. They should have trusted. They should have trusted the process. Got Olivia Miles, and like you said, Olivia Miles is not a perfect player. I'm sure she could get better, but all of these players can. Paige could get better, right? Like every one of these players aren't complete products. They all rookies. They all young. They all gonna struggle at times. It's gonna be welcome to WNBA moments for all of them. So yeah, I do definitely think Olivia Miles will have her moments where she has to improve, but I don't think that the gap is that far. I don't think it's gonna take that girl long. When you have an IQ like that, like she has on the court, that's not a regular IQ. You get what I'm saying? You don't need it. The person she reminds me of so much. Everybody say Magic Johnson, but she Jason Kidd to me. If people remember Marbury was one of my favorite players. Marbury, when Marbury was on the New Jersey Nets, a lot of people not gonna remember this. Certain people gonna remember this. But when Marbury was on the New Jersey Nets, he was getting buckets. I mean, he was going back and forth with Kobe. He was dropping 50. He looked amazing, but New Jersey wasn't winning. They made a trade. Um, they made a trade with the Phoenix Suns to get Jason Kidd, and almost immediately they went to back finals with almost the same team. And that's just because of the play style Jason Kidd has to get everybody involved. He's not the scorer Marbury is, but overall he's a better player than Marbury. You get what I'm saying? And that's who Olivia Miles is to me. She just make your program better. And I think people are going to see that. If she decide to stay another year, cool, but I think she's coming out. And whatever team she go to, they're going to be better off for it. So we're going to see. I hear a lot of people use your argument and say what you said, and, somebody going to be right, somebody going to be wrong. So we're going to see.
Yeah. This draft, to me, I think it's top two picks, and that's Paige and Malanga. I think the rest of them are good quality championship pieces. I don't think you build a team around any of these players outside of Paige and Malanga. I just don't feel as though Olivia is somebody I would build a team around. I feel like she is somebody I would bring on my team to build upon, but I wouldn't build my team around her. I just don't think I don't know. It's just
Would you build your team around Chelsea Gray?
uh, uh
Because if you think about it, like, who would you if you had to compare her game to anybody
not
in the
really.
W?
I wouldn't build my team
Even
around
like
her.
if you had to look at past players, and you'll know past players better than me, obviously. But if you had to look at past players or current players, who would you say she played like? Like I said, if I look at the NBA, is Jason Kidd just popped to mind. Big guard. She's 5'10". She's a big guard. You gotta remember that. She a big guard. She's not an average size guard. She a big guard with court vision. Right. Jason Kidd was a big guard, right? So it's like when you think about the WNBA now, I think Chelsea Gray. So it's
I
like,
agree with Chelsea Gray, but I wouldn't build my team around Chelsea Gray.
but still,
Like
Chelsea Gray helped programs win championships, though.
yeah, I said you build upon, not build around. So
But still, but that's good enough.
You add Chelsea Gray to Candace Parker and a NECA championship team. You add Chelsea Gray to Asia Wilson, Jackie Young, Kelsey Plum championship team. But I think if you starting your team solely with Chelsea Gray, I wouldn't build a team around her. I would add her to a team to build upon.
But
That's why I only
Chicago, and I'm not mad at your opinion. I'm just giving you perspective. Chicago does have pieces, right? We looking at an Angel who me and you probably agree that Angel is going to be an MVP candidate at some point, right? And if you take a look at,
I'm not even thinking about Chicago no more because we don't got that pick.
No, but that's what I was thinking. That's what I'm thinking about. That's why I said if she end up going 3, like I think she might. It's not. She probably will go 2. It's possible, but if she go 3, you got to be sick knowing you could have had that to add to an Angel and Camilla, especially when you got Sloot. Like, that's a huge upgrade to me. Like, that's not even close. I understand Sloot's past. I'm not comparing careers. If we comparing careers, then Vandersloot is Vandersloot. I'm talking about 2025 and what you can provide for me today. It's not close. It's not close.
That's why I say I think is a better point guard in the draft. I think Shania Sellers is a better point guard. I think she gets overlooked because she's at Cheyenne Sellers. I think she gets overlooked because she's at Maryland and she don't have the same pieces that Notre Dame got. I think if you put Cheyenne Sellers on Notre Dame team with Hannah and Sonia, you will get this same you will get this same record and probably better because she's a better defensive player.
Nah, you won't.
I think she can read the offense better and half court as well.
Nah, she can't. Cheyenne Sellers is an okay player. She's overhyped. I don't know why so many people like her. I do, like, I'm an honest person. I'm a truth teller. She has I'm not even gonna say really good. She has okay defense. She's just 6'2" and long. So a lot of people, you know what, a lot of people fell in love with her after that Juju game. They seen her play Juju, and you got to realize, like, sometimes just because I didn't score the ball like I typically could, that's not necessarily your defense. Sometimes it's me. But a lot of people looked at her and it was like, oh, look what she doing to Juju, da 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 da. And then her size, she's 6'2". So I get it. A lot of people think,
I don't agree
listen,
with that.
we all gonna see. We all gonna see. From what I've
I
seen
don't
from
agree with
Cheyenne
the
Sellers,
defense thing though.
from what
It's
I've
just
seen
so
from what I've seen from Cheyenne over her 4-year career, and from what I've seen from Olivia over her 4-year career, it ain't even close. Olivia, another thing too that sets players apart, you got to be careful on who starts dominating in they senior season. Olivia been dominating since her freshman season, right?
Olivia
She's
can
been,
play 2 seasons.
huh?
It's a
No, but what
4 season
I'm saying is, I
straight
know she
season.
got hurt. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is when she came out of high school, this would make Paige so great. This would make certain players so great. When they came out of high school, it wasn't no, I ain't gonna say it was no learning curve because it's a learning curve, but they hit the ground running from high school. And that's what happened with Olivia. Cheyenne Sellers, it took her to now for people to start talking about her. And she been around. She ain't been that good, right? This her senior season. But hey, listen, I digress. We got the 10th pick now. We definitely not getting Olivia. We might get Cheyenne Sellers. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Because if
bro,
Cheyenne Sellers was that good, she'd go over Olivia in the draft. Nobody is
bro,
talking
I'm
about
telling
Cheyenne
you,
Sellers for 1, 2, or 3.
I'm telling you, you got to go take a look at Olivia. Um, Olivia, in the years you think she was that good.
I,
Olivia was
I,
shooting 10% from the three.
yes. So okay,
This is this is the best Olivia.
if we're gonna talk
No, this is
about
the best
3-point shooting, no,
Olivia
no, no, no.
we
You talking to the right
no,
one.
this is the best
I've been.
Olivia we've ever seen. This is the best
That's a
Olivia
fact.
we've ever seen.
That is a fact. But what I'm saying is, I was never talking about her shooting. I was talking about her overall playing. Again, of course, all these players got things to improve on, right? What I was saying was, I always said when I spoke about Olivia is that the only thing she's lacking is that outside shot. I said she's lacking that outside shot, and she needs to work on that. So that when she came back and this season started, and I seen her work on it and got better, I said, "Oh, she worked on her weakness because that was a weakness for her." So you absolutely right. She was never out. She was always a good shooter. Don't get it twisted. She could pull up from the midi and hit a bucket. She just wasn't a great 3-point shooter. It is what it is. So now, my brother in the chat, yo, shout out to my brother DZ talking about 80s A Smith. My bro. That's good, Brody. But anyway, yeah, she was never a good shooter. So yeah, I'm not sitting here saying that she didn't have things she needed to work on. She had, but I'm talking about as far as coming in and being able to impact winning and dominate a game. She was the best player on Notre Dame until Hannah got there. You know what I mean? Her and Sonia Cintron, they both came from high school together. They best friends. They played on AAU together, right? Even when she got hurt, you know, they was even saying, even when she got hurt, they was even saying they want Olivia to come back because I was their leader. They was waiting for her to come back. And then they ended up getting Hannah. Hannah came. Obviously, Hannah is Hannah. So Hannah took over like the scoring load or whatever the case may be. But Olivia always been the best player on that team.
Hey, bro, Cheyenne and Olivia literally got same stats.
Who got a
Cheyenne
higher
is a better
who got a higher
Cheyenne
player
better
efficiency rating?
3 point is a better 3-point shooter.
Tell me who got the higher player efficiency rating.
We gonna move on to number 3. Wait, we on number 3 until I'm gonna find that. But we
I can
gonna
pull
move
it up
on to
for
number
you.
3. Hey, Cut the Ish said they do. They do be. They literally got similar stats. They're literally the same players. What I'm
Okay.
saying is because Cheyenne is on Maryland, you take Cheyenne and put Cheyenne on Notre Dame with Sonia, with Hannah, you get the same product but better defense. The
Okay.
reason why I don't agree with the defensive statement is because Sonya, if you look at Sonya,
You
if
know, I'm
you
gonna
look
make
at
you
how Sonya
happy.
played, No. Look, if you look at how Sonya played against Paige, we watched it. We watched her make everything difficult on Paige. But if you look at the stat sheet, people would be like, "Oh, Paige went off." They discredited her defense off of the stats, but not off of what happened in the game. You can't say, "Oh, she just got big off of Juju because Juju missed shots." Her defense caused Juju to miss shots. Like you
Okay,
guard a player,
listen,
they cut you.
listen.
Like if you leave her open, I
Cheyenne
guarantee you
Sellers,
knock them down.
Cheyenne Sellers is better than Olivia Miles.
All right, what number we on? 3? Just
I
saying.
don't even think it's
What
close,
number we
but
on?
if y'all feel like that, you know, if that's what your eye test is telling y'all that the that
I'm saying
Cheyenne is
Olivia
better,
Miles
then
is not
okay.
completely developed yet, and I don't think it was a bad move by the Sky to get rid of
Who's the
3.
best point guard to
But
draft?
the best point guard in the
I
draft
want to
would
say
be Olivia
Paige.
Miles.
Okay.
But it's Paige. It's
Because a
Paige.
lot of y'all say Paige is a point
But
guard. I don't say she's a point guard.
Paige
I
is a
say
point
she's
guard.
like Paige is a hybrid player. Like she plays a 1-2 and a 3. Olivia plays point guard. You get what I'm saying? Like she's a point guard. So
But
who's the second best? Who's the second best point guard in the draft?
I also think that the Sky trading down from 3 wasn't a bad move because it's other point guards who's producing the same
B.
as Olivia Miles
Who's the
with better
second
defense.
best point guard in the draft?
Olivia.
Okay, you going? So you saying Paige is one?
Paige is 1.
All right. So who's the third best point guard in the draft?
Cheyenne Sellers. And I think it's close.
Go look up Georgia Amore numbers and then
I
get
think
back
it's
to
close.
me.
The reason why I'm not putting Amore there is because I don't believe Amore
I'm not
height
talking about
is.
skill set. I'm talking about point guards. I'm talking about floor generals.
I'm
When
still
I say
picking
point
Cheyenne
guards,
Sellers, and then I'm putting Amore at 4. If that's the
okay.
case, Haley Van Lith got better stats than them. We're gonna do that.
That's my point. That's my
We're
point.
gonna do
This is the
that.
person that y'all talking about is so great. Haley Van Lith is better.
Haley Van Lith is better than Olivia, but
No,
stats
she's
wise,
not. No, she's not.
what?
No, she's not.
Oh my
I don't
god!
believe it. I ain't even
Oh,
looking. I don't believe it.
oh my god! Hey, Haley Van Lith basically got better stats than most of the point guards who we got going higher than her.
Let me take a look. I got it right in front of me.
Haley
I'm saying
Van Lith is better. Haley Van Lith
about
stats is
this
better.
nonsense.
Haley Van Lith is scoring 17.9 points, 4.4 rebounds, 5.3 assists, and 45.9 from the field as a point guard. If we was to take their faces from these stats and just line them up, Olivia Miles would be a 3rd pick.
You said Olivia be the 3rd pick?
If we take their faces from these stats, Olivia Miles would be a 3rd pick.
That's where I think she should be at. What's the problem?
No, I'm saying like if we do point guards only, we doing Paige,
You saying she'll be
Haley,
the 3rd best
Amore,
point guard?
Cheyenne. Yeah, Haley will be better than them. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not just about what the stats is saying. To me, it's about what I'm watching on the court. And
right, but see,
I
here's
think
my problem with
everybody
people
is.
who say that. Why can't you use both? Because a lot of
You
people
can
say
use both.
exactly, and a lot of people say, oh, you know, you can't use the stats. You got to look at the eye test, and then you'll turn around and do what? Tell me how many what the stats they had. Oh, she got this many points and this many assists. So you're using stats. So you can use both.
I'm using both.
It's not nobody is saying because you look at some stats you ain't watched the game, right? I watched all these players. Anybody who know me in real life, when they see me doing this WNBA thing I'm doing, they call me a scout, right? Because I'm constantly looking at videos and numbers and videos and numbers and games and numbers. Like I'm constantly like researching these players. That's why I said we need to put some more respect on these international players' name, because guess what? A lot of people not watching them play, right? Because it's like, how do you find out when they play on TV? You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people is not watching these international players play, but you got to be able to, you know, to do both. And listen, hey, I'm not even gonna argue no more because this is not the first time I done went back and forth with somebody. You already know B. You've seen the
I ain't watching
vid. This
all
is this is not the first time I went back and forth about Cheyenne Sellers, man. People like this girl, and hey, I'm not a hater. If people like her, then if you like it, I love it. I just didn't want her on my sky, but at this point, I don't even care if she's on the sky no more because Olivia's off the board anyway. So
that's my thing. Like, I just think that the Sky could still get a quality point guard, a point
yeah,
guard that
definitely, there's a lot
probably
of point guards in the draft.
a point guard who probably would have produced the same thing. Neither one of them point guards was starting. Sloot was
Nah,
starting
they
from the
definitely not going
beginning.
to get the same production Olivia was going to give, but they're going to get something. They're going to get
It got to
something.
be the same production when your
I know.
plus
You
minus
want to know
is
what's funny? I just
trash.
realized. See, you
Hold
good, B. I just
on.
realized. I
The
just
plus
realized something.
minus is
You a
trash
Sky.
for Olivia.
You a Sky fan. So you have to feel this way. This is you bigging your. This is
I'm a
making you
Sky
feel better
fan,
about
but
this
I don't
decision.
like Jeff.
This is
No, I
making you
hate Jeff.
feel better. I get it.
No, I dislike Jeff wholeheartedly. And anybody who know me from Twitter, and I know there's a lot of Twitter people watching right now, I was never sold on Olivia Miles. Ever. I'm recorded in spaces. Never being sold on Olivia Miles. I've always pushed
I feel
Sonya
that.
Citron.
I feel
Always.
that.
I was never sold on Olivia Miles. My whole thing with Olivia Miles was that I felt as though she couldn't play defense, and at some point she couldn't make a 3-point shot to save her life. This is her highest 3-point shooting percentage at 40.9. The year before that was 22.8, 22.7, and
I
10.
don't know.
I was never sold on her. I've always watched her play because I watched Sonya Citron. And Sonya Citron and Olivia Miles came in at the same time. So
And you feel
this
like
was just
Sonya was
my
the better player on that team?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I felt like Sonya was the better complete player.
So why
I
they
saw
not talking about
Olivia
Sonya for at number 2?
I saw Olivia go down, and I saw Sonya Citron take that team through
That's
March
we agree
Madness.
on that because I'm don't
And
get it
she
twisted. I'm a Sonya
eventually lost,
Citron
but
guy. I'm a Sonya Citron guy, so I don't want to downgrade Sonya. But my point is, if Sonya is so good, why are you not talking about Paige and Sonya at 1 and
I
2?
think for me, coming into this season, Sonya draft would have been higher, but I think her play this season is kind of making it fall. And I accredit her play this season to her not being aggressive because she has to take some accountability for that. So her not being aggressive. The second thing is she's never played with two ball dominant guards. She started with
But
Olivia. She
let's say,
started with Olivia. Olivia got hurt. She stepped in. Hannah came. Olivia didn't play that season. She played
but let
with
me
Hannah.
ask you a question, right? Let's take the names out of it. If you're the best player on the team, or even the second best player on the team, you're gonna be the one that like fall back and let the other players do them. Like that don't make sense to me.
That's
And
why I said
you fall back and sacrifice because you know your role. You know I got these two dogs that's over me. I'm the third fiddle, so I gotta sacrifice.
they also the ones who handle the ball. She don't handle the ball. So
Yeah,
at
but
times, if you really watch Notre Dame play this season, you seen at times Hannah will come down and go 1 on 5 and jack up a shot. Olivia will come down and go 1 on 5 and jack up a shot. Her opportunities aren't the same with both of them on the court. Just period, flat out. Just not the same. But I also am on record saying that I don't believe that this drive is 2024 drive quality. 2024 draft was foundational pieces you build a team around. This draft is a draft outside of two
I think
players
this
who are
draft is
on
deeper than
different teams.
2024's draft.
No, it's a difference. It's a difference. 2024 draft 1 through 7 outside of JC Sheldon. You build a team around those players. You can build a quality team around some of those players. Outside of
I
Paige and
give
Malone,
you. You got
outside of
Caitlin.
Paige and Malonga,
Who in
outside
number
of Paige
two?
and Malonga, You got Caitlin, Cam, Camilla, Caitlin,
Cam
Cam,
went number
Camilla,
2. I gave you
Rakia,
Rakia,
Rakia. I give you.
Camilla,
I can see them building. I can see Cam being better than she was last season.
maybe Angel. That's 5.
Angel, Camilla. You only got two in this draft, and that's Paige and Malaga. The rest of these players, I think, are
I disagree with that.
great role
I
pieces.
disagree
It's
with that.
very deep. It's a deep draft full of essential pieces to a championship team.
I do agree with that. I do think it's gonna be a lot of pieces because it's a deep drive, but I do think it's some players that
Mm. This how I'm finna get you. Combine the drafts. Who do you
what you
move?
mean.
Combine 2024
Oh, you
and
saying they
combine
all available?
2025. They
You saying
all
they all
available.
available? Who do you pick?
Who do you pick? Caitlin stay, Cam stay, Rakia stay, Camilla stay, Aaliyah Edwards stay, Angel stay. The only person who probably go is JC and probably Peely.
So wait, where Page go?
Paige get in there and Malanga get in there. Malanga and Paige replace Peely and JC. You still got more 2025 players in the top 5 and the top 10 than any of these players in 2025.
Hmm,
Than
I
any of
agree
them.
with that. I agree with
That's
that.
why I said these drafts are different. They different in good ways though. 2024
Because I'm thinking
foundation.
about, see, a lot of people don't put a lot of respect on Anise, on Murrow's name. I know, I don't.
Anissa
Maybe they
going
feel
in the
like she's
top
a
10.
role player, huh?
No, Anissa is going in the top 10.
No,
I
I know,
wouldn't.
but I'm saying I feel like Murrow might can be. I mean, again, she got to work on her outside game for me. You know, she got. That's why it's hard for me to say it. I don't think right now, as is, she will be that star, but I do think with her drive and her motor, she will become that star. I think it's possible, I should say. Another one that's a question mark is AZ Fudd because of injuries. But
You build a
talent
team
wise,
around AZ.
build it. See, you keep. I don't see that's your argument. I don't go with that whole build the team. I don't think like that. I don't, not even with last draft or this draft. I'm picking to build the team around. I'm talking about just overall talent and who could be an all-star basically, who could be a future all-star in this league, right? So when I think about that, I do think there's a couple people in this draft that has the potential to do it, right? But I don't really know because it's question marks with AZ. She has a potential to do it. Injury history. um Murrow has a potential to do it, but is she going to work on that perimeter game, right? Everybody keep talking about she playing at LSU and the Kim Mulkey and all that, but I think if she work on that, I think if she developed into a 3 and could play the 3 or 4, I do think she got the potential to be an all-star, right? Um,
That's my argument. Role players have potentials to be all stars. Foundational players have potential to be superstars.
okay.
It's a difference.
Listen, I'm not arguing with you. You making a good point. So I'm definitely, I definitely agree with that part as far as 2024 had probably more, in your words, foundational pieces. So I'm not saying you're wrong when it comes to that. But I do feel like a lot of people are sleeping on this draft.
Nah, this a deep drive. I think the Sky gonna get good pieces at 16 and 22 if they decide to keep those picks.
They
That's
definitely
why
gonna
I'm
get,
not
like you
really
said, rotate some good rotational pieces at 16 and 22. Absolutely.
yeah, that's why I'm not really upset about them trading the number 3 pick because some players I think gonna be available at 10, 16, and 22 are really good additional pieces to a team to get you over that hump. And I got to guess about 16 to 22 who I will go get. But we ain't going to 16 to 22. We ain't going to 16 and 22. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. I don't even
Who you?
think they made
What's
the
your
top
guess?
three.
What's your guess?
At 16, it depends on who available. At
Mm-hmm.
16, I would get a Zaya James
Mm-hmm. I thought about
if she's
that.
available. That's if she's available. If she's it's two
Mm-hmm.
people at 16, a Zaya James or a Leonai.
I thought about
I'm,
that too.
I'm
Okay.
getting
What
one of
about
those
with
right
22?
there. 22, I think a good backup piece for Angel would be like a Michaela Timpson. So I probably would get
I don't
Timpson
like
at
that.
the.
I don't
I
like that.
probably we gotta figure out who playing behind Angel, and you put a rookie back there with Will. She can learn. She
And
got a good back bench with her.
what about your 10?
At
You feel
10,
like Cheyenne Sellers?
Cheyenne Sellers, but I don't think she's going to be available at 10. But
I think I
at
might
10,
be
I
surprised. I think
would
she
go
going.
with Cheyenne Sellers.
I don't think she going as high as I think she going. But listen, people gonna kill me because again, um, this is people real big on college and their college and they college, the SEC and all this and all that. I think it's a good chance. Jeff might go out and get Sifka or Suska, as they say
Oh
overseas.
yeah, overseas. Yeah, yeah,
Aisha,
yeah. I like
I
her.
think I think Jeff might go out and get Aisha Suska because at 6'4", again, we projecting what these players could be. Some of these players going to turn out to be busts. So we don't know who's going to turn out to be busts or who going to, you know, reach their potential. But if Suska, as they say overseas, if she reaches her potential, she the best shooter right now that's going to be available at 10. She she the best. She might be the best overall talent that might be available at 10. And then your backup argument, um, Jeff, not Jeff, Tyler Marshall did an interview and they asked him about that. And he kind of said what I thought. He said what I said. So a lot of people was telling me Rebecca Allen, because she had did in her Sky interviews saying that she want to be a big guard, big guard, big guard. So everybody was saying, oh, she's probably gonna play more of a guard role. But he said he's not worried about the backup power forward. He said he got Michaela Onyewere, who I thought could possibly play a little backup for. He said even some Rebecca Allen, who I thought could play some backup for. Right, these are words coming out of the coach's mouth. Right, so I kind of thought that too. So when he said that, he kind of solidified what I was thinking. And then on top of that, if you do what I said at 10 and you got and drafted Sifka could play the 3 or the 4. So now you got 3 different options. You really got 4 different options to play the backup for, because the way they're gonna really play that 4 is by with Elizabeth Williams. They're gonna they're gonna allow her to play the 4 and 5 backup positions, and then if she needs help, they're gonna bring in other players to help. So with that, you got 4 different bodies to really fill that
I don't
role.
think
So
that's me.
I
I
don't
want
think that
to
role. I don't think that role is a huge need as a backup for. I think was much more of a need as a backup point guard, right? And a small forward, because our small forwards all got question marks on them. Right. I was gonna do a video on this. I'm gonna still do it. But if you look at our starting positions, all of our starting positions is kind of like positions that you're comfortable with, solidified positions other than a small forward, right? We got Vandersloot at the 1. Everybody know what she's gonna provide, right? You got Ariel Atkins at the 2. You comfortable with Ariel Atkins gonna do for you at the 2. You got Angel and Camilla at the 4 and the 5. At the 3, you have Rebecca Allen, who's coming back from injury. She might be the best over her career. You correct me if I'm wrong, B, because you've been watching longer than me. She might have the best career out of the small forwards we have, right? But she still haven't done anything in this league that that you would write home about. Then you got Michaela Onyewere, who's a project, right? And she's still trying to find a footing, trying to stick on the team and prove she could be a starter in this league. And then you have Kia Nurse, who's coming back, 2 years removed from her injury and trying to prove to people that her best basketball is ahead of her. So we got a question mark really at that small forward position. We don't have we got hope. We hoping one of those players become our small forward, become our 3 and stick. Right? It's not no guarantees. All of them could fold. And then what? So I think our biggest question marks is our backup point guard behind Sloot and our small forward position. I don't think that the backup power forward position is a concern, like I said, because you got players who could play that position. Not to say that they won't get somebody to fill it, but I'm just saying I don't think I think it's other concerns more important than that, is what I'm saying.
Outside of Angel, we don't got no players that can play that position. E Will can play the position. I'll take that back. Outside of Angel, E Will, and Camilla, we don't have any other players who can play that position. You got to think about the power forward position, the most dominant position in the WNBA. Angel getting in foul trouble. Rebecca Allen guarding Asia? No. Rebecca Allen guarding Sloop? Mm-mm. I mean, Stewie?
But
Mm-mm.
but
Rebecca Allen, think of Atlanta. Rebecca Allen can bang down there with Bree Jones.
hmm.
Absolutely not. She can bang down there with Fee. Come
But
on
see,
now.
like I get what you're
No,
saying, but
no, don't
again,
put Angel in
one
that position.
one I'm going off of what the coach said, right? And we we're watching this from the outside looking in. So one, I'm
Man, I
going off of what the coach said, and then two, you got to also realize those are couple minutes players. They're not going to be playing a fall for big minutes. If
you
Angel get in
can
foul
guarantee
trouble,
that if
if
Angel get in foul
if
trouble.
Angel get in foul trouble, that's going to be more minutes for Camilla and Elizabeth Williams out there. That's going to be your backup for it. He's going to play Elizabeth Williams as the main backup four and the main backup five. So if one of them get in foul trouble, they're going to be out there with Elizabeth Williams.
But Camilla also gets in foul trouble.
So
We
you
got two
talking about,
starters.
but that's
We
what I'm
got
saying.
two
Look, so listen
starters.
to what you're doing, and that's
No,
cool.
listen, no,
You
because
talking about a rare
we
game when
don't
they both get in foul? How often
no.
is that going to be? Like that's not going to be every night. And if they
We
both in
also
foul
got to
trouble, then
take
they
in
both in foul
account.
trouble. We probably going to, that's going to be a tough game
We
for us to
also
win.
have to take in account what happened last season in our rotations at BX. By the end of the season was injury, 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 injury. You don't prepare for that? You go into the season with only 3 bigs? That's not good preparation. And then your point guards are 5'8". So now you're gonna run a small lineup. We're gonna get 8 up. You prepare for that. At
All
least
right.
add
So
one
your
more
answer
player.
is Michaela Timpson, who can't shoot at all. So you just want to
He
just
will
take
can knock
away
down the
floor
mid
spacing.
range. Come on now, Brooke. We got 4 or 5 players now on the team who shoot over 37% from the three.
But you just
4
said you don't
station,
want them to play. You just said you
4
want Michaela
station.
Timpson
I
to play.
want them to play. I want them to play in their positions. We talking about putting a 6'2" Michaela Unrivaled at the 4. Come on
Michaela only
now.
weighs 6 foot.
You
You're talking about
6
6'2"
foot at the
Rebecca
4.
Allen.
6'2" Rebecca Allen at the 4. Angel is 6'3" and she's undersized. Come
Listen,
on now. Come
okay.
on now. Come
We
on.
we
Come
we
on.
agree. We agree to disagree on this
Players
one.
that they keep
I
them
do,
players.
and listen, you're not making a bad argument. I do hear what you're saying, but I just don't feel like I don't like the Michaela
During
Timpson.
the
I like
draft,
Michaela Timpson as a player. I don't know how well she's gonna play in the WNBA at her size unless she develops. She got to develop, right? Because to me, Michaela Timpson is a center at 6'2", right? She's a center. That's her skill set. That's her play style. So I don't love that name, but listen, if you feel like again,
put E Will at the 4 and let her play the center. E Will can knock down the mid range.
you
That's
could do that. She's still gonna be undersized though, because now you got a 6'2" Michaela Timpson going against 6'5", 6'6", 6'7"
not
players.
really.
So
What I'm saying is you can play somebody at the 5 for offense and play them at the 4 for defense.
no, listen, I hear you.
Guarding
I'm not mad. Listen, you already got
No, I
this
want
figured
to
out
ask
with
you. I want
Michaela
to ask
Timpson. I
you.
feel you. I don't love the
No,
fit.
I want to ask you who would you pick as a backup for Angel?
Again, I wouldn't even go with the 4. If you asking me what 4 would I go with, you got I love that Destiny. Is it Destiny Adams? I like her. The girl from Notre Dame, Maddie Westbeld is okay. But again, I don't necessarily. I wouldn't go with none of them. I would go with wing players. I feel like that's what we need. I would go with a point guard. I would go with a small forward, and I feel like we're solidified at that 4 position. I don't think that's a huge need. I'm gonna be honest with you. But if to answer your question, I would probably go Destiny Adams.
Brooke, we
That's
got
the
four
question.
threes on our roster.
Exactly. That's my point. And I don't think none of them is they all question marks.
Okay. What number was we on in the draft?
Three. I
I
think
can't
you
even
went
remember. Three.
crazy after three. Yeah,
I went
we make it to
Malanga.
four.
I went Malanga. No, I went Paige, Malanga, Olivia, I think. Yeah, Olivia. Paige, Malanga, Olivia. Who was your third? Olivia, right?
Olivia.
Yeah, you said Olivia. Okay. Four. Who the fourth team picking?
Four. Um,
Four.
Anissa Murrow.
Who's picking at four?
The Mystics. They got 3 and 4.
The Mystics got 3 and 4.
They
Oh,
got three,
okay.
4, and 6.
I don't think they go with Nisa tomorrow. Really? Wait. I'm gonna go four. I'm gonna go. They got Aaliyah Edwards. She a center. They got Shakira. She a center. Okay, I'm gonna go Anissa Morrow. I'm gonna go Anissa Morrow. Yeah, I'm gonna go Niece. No, you right. Yeah, I'm gonna go Niece. I'm gonna go Niece. Sonya Citron may slide in there because they don't have Ariel
She could
Atkins
go for
anymore.
it too. Sonya could go for. I'm
She
just
and
going up
Sonya
who I think is talented. Like you said, you thinking about fit. I'm talking about the
thinking
best
about
players in this draft, and like in that order. I feel like Anise is better than slightly better than Sonya Citron.
yeah. I'm gonna go Niece. I'm gonna go Niece. Jean Grace said he
Fast,
got
I
you.
agree with you. I don't got her in my top five. Fast, you gonna see?
Okay, so five is the Valkyries. I got Kiki going five. I think the Valkyries need a center. We'll go with Kiki.
You got Kiki. That's a good pick. I would have said that too if I wasn't doing this the way I'm doing this today. I'm going Tahina Pow Pow at 5.
Okay, okay, okay. And who got the sixth pick?
I feel bad because I feel like Kiki shouldn't be like Kiki should be higher than this, but it is what it is sometimes.
I had Kiki going to the Mystics, but I think about the Mixes and they got three centers on their roster. And Kiki is a center. AE is a center. Shakira is a center. And Dosen is a center. So I think if they pick for fit, it's between Anissa, who can play the 3 to 4, or Citron, who can play the 2 to 3. And Sonya may also even slide up a little bit to go to the Storm. Because, yeah, but I got Malanga going up there. I like Malanga. I like Malanga. I like the game.
Number
The
6,
six is the Mystics, right?
yeah, I got Sonya Citron going to the Mystics at 6.
Yeah, I got Sonya going at 6. I think she'll land on the Mystics. 7 is New York.
This is weird because this fit might not make a lot of sense, or maybe it does. I don't know. This is where I'm gonna go Kiki.
Okay.
I think
7,
even going that low. I think Kiki can go a lot higher than I have her.
7. I got I think New York need a backup point guard. But then they got Sherrod. Ooh, New York like they overseas players. So I think I see them picking up Siska. What's her name?
They say Suska. Her name is spelled Sivka, but they say
Sis.
Suska.
I'm gonna get her to New York. New York like they foreign players, man. New York they pack them in. So I'm gonna get her to New York. And she played a PG, right?
Nah, she a power forward, small forward.
I get her to New York. They lost KT. They got to replace that.
They got Izzy.
Hmm. They got to replace that. Izzy at the 3. I want to put
I'm
Izzy at the
surprised
3.
you got Sifka going over Cheyenne Sellers, the phenom.
I got Cheyenne Sellers going
Wow.
to the sky.
I'm surprised.
I
You got it,
told
but
you
I'm saying she's so good. See, that's where y'all guys get
I'm
on my
going by
nerves because on one hand, y'all be telling me, nah, you're gonna get the same production. She's going 10.
I'm going by fit. She going 10 to the Chicago Sky.
All right.
And Sellers probably going to New York. I had it in my mind to go to New York. And I was like, but I want her in Chicago. And this is my mock draft. So I got her going 10 in Chicago. I already know who my
New
10
York
pick
might
is.
be a good fit for Cheyenne because what I said about Cheyenne's skill set is she needs to go to a team that could play 5 out, and that allow her to play her best basketball. So I could see that.
Oh yeah. Nedra, see? We can't eye to eye. I got a plan. I got a plan. All right. Number 8, we got the Wings. I
Nah,
see Dallas.
number 8 is Connecticut.
Oh yeah, they did trade that with Connecticut. Connecticut need everything. They can go out there and get anybody, and I think they'll get Pow Pow. I got Pow Pow going 8 to Connecticut.
Let me see who I ain't say yet. Mm. Oh, Cheyenne Sellers. She can go 8. She can go 8 to Connecticut.
All right, we got 9, and that is the Sparks. We might not get Cheyenne Stella. Now that I'm looking at this draft board, she ain't falling to 10. The Sparks need a guard too, a point guard too. Yeah, she ain't falling to 10.
That's gonna be a blessing in disguise for us.
Nah, that hate us for real, for real. Um, who I got going at to the Sparks? Chat, who y'all got going to the Sparks at 9?
Ah, you cheating? You cheating off the chat cheat sheet?
I'm trying to not push sellers at 9.
At this point, you can go for need.
Oh, Fud. Yeah, Sparks, Fud.
At this point, you could go for
AZ.
need. Um. So yeah,
AZ.
for to be a good fit for the Sparks.
AZ Fud. Go 9 to Sparks.
So you skipped me, so that means I got to figure out who I got going to the Sparks. The Sparks. Let me see. They're gonna have Plum playing the 1.
Mm-hmm.
Kid, Kim, Derica. Um, where would they go with this pick? I'm gonna go AZ Fud too. I'm gonna go AZ Fud to the Sparks too.
All right.
Now we at the
10
Sky.
is the Sky. Y'all already know where I'm going. I think we get our point guard. Uh, I'll go Cheyenne Seller.
I'm gonna go Siska, Asia Siska.
And you said she a 4, right? Power 4.
She's a 4 with small forward
You said
skills.
you would not choose a 4, Rook.
So you didn't listen to me. So I'm gonna say what I said earlier. You was busy trying to argue with me and prove me wrong.
You
So
said,
this is
come
what I
on, bro.
said.
You said
This
that
is
is not a
this is what I
priority.
hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. This is what I said. So I said I don't feel like the backup 4 is a huge priority for us because we have Onya Wede who could play some 4 minutes. We got Rebecca Allen who could play some 4 minutes. And I said if we do what I think we should do and draft Siska, who have the ability to play some 4 as well, right? Then we have 4 different options to play that for, right? We're gonna have Elizabeth Williams and those other 3 players I just mentioned. But Sifka, like I said, we don't know who's gonna become a bust, and we don't know who's gonna reach their potential. If Sifka reach her potential, she's gonna be a still in this draft. She's gonna be like a Dirk Nowitzki type player. Like she's gonna be a 6 foot. You get what I'm saying? Like, so let me just tell y'all a little bit about Suska. If I'm saying her name correctly, that y'all don't know. One, offensively, she kind of compares to Rebecca Allen, who we have, and she kind of compares to, but taller. She's 2 feet taller, 2 inches taller than Rebecca Allen, and then she kind of compares to Phoebich, right? The difference is she's a better shooter than Phoebich, and I could even argue probably a better shooter than Rebecca Allen. Right now, she's better shooter than both of them. She puts the ball on the floor and can handle the ball better than Phoebich, probably maybe similar to Rebecca Allen, right? And she could play make. She could dribble the ball up and make passes. So she could dribble, she could shoot. She could dribble, shoot, and pass, which is what you want from your players today, right? So that's why I said at 10, she might be the best overall talent. Now I gotta say might because we don't know how she's gonna translate. These are all we gotta seize. You know what I mean? Like I said, some of these players might not live up to their potential. Some of them may live up to their potential. But if she lives up to her potential, she's gonna be a still at that 10. And like I said, with her ability to, the fact that she's 6'4", right? The fact that she's 6'4". In fact, I could send you some. You wanna play some of her footage on this background, just so because I know a lot of people in the chat don't know, or they ain't do the homework. See, I do the homework. You get what I'm saying? Now we don't know if none of this gonna translate, but from what I seen. From what I've seen, she's pretty tough. Let me pull it up first before I share the screen. Hold on. Keep talking, B, while I pull this up real quick.
I watched Sifka highlights. I like her as a player. I don't think she'll be available at 10. I think she's one of those that's gonna get in the middle of the pack. I can see the Mystics probably going out there trying to get her. I can see Connecticut probably going out there trying to get her. I think if she do fall to 10, that'd be a good pickup for the Sky. Like I said, it's some good quality pieces in this draft. It's a deep draft with good quality pieces. I think you can add to a team to make a team better. A lot of these players are scorers. But I like her. I do.
I didn't mean to do that. I can't make the video better. No, I can't. I guess. All right, whatever. So again, you're gonna see the catch and shoot skills in this video. You're gonna see the dribbling skills, and you're gonna see the playmaking skills. Right, for a player that's 6'4", that's tough. And then so defensively, she's she could get turned around with quicker guards. So she's not the best perimeter defender, but she's not. She defends a little bit. You know what I mean? She's solid. So. Again, I'm not even saying she can play the 3. I'm saying it's possible she could play the 3. Same thing with Anissa. I feel like Anissa would be a better player if she had 3 skills. Same thing with this girl. So it's like one is undersized 6'1" and one is oversized 6'4". And what I'm saying is both of them, if they add the ability to play the 3, which if you look at Sifka's skills, it looked like she could translate because, again, what she's able to do off the dribble, It's like, oh, okay. I wasn't familiar with your game. You get what I'm saying? So, but
I
that's
like
why I
it.
said I don't think the four is that big of a deal because we got players that could play. It ain't like we. I get what you're saying, but it ain't like we don't have nobody there. I feel like Elizabeth Williams is gonna play the bulk of the minutes, and then if we need somebody like you said in the red case, you got different bodies. Look at that. Well, no, I was her catching the ball. I thought I was her playmaking, but you
So
got
you
different.
wouldn't play Sipska at the 4 before Michaela
Try
or
it again.
Rebecca? You wouldn't play her at the 4 before Michaela or Rebecca.
I would that's an off the dribble right there. I would to me it's a case by case basis. I think Michaela showed me that she's versatile enough to play the 3 or the 4. Right. So I would play Michaela at the 4 and be comfortable. Rebecca Allen has the height to play the 4, but I don't know how, like you said, she's frail. So maybe she won't be good. I don't know. I don't know much about Rebecca Allen outside the fact that she's 6'2" and got guard skills. So she might be somebody who maybe you're right. Maybe she'll struggle at the 4. Sifka, somebody who's got the size, but again, I don't feel like she's going to be a great, Michaela might defend it better just because of her size and strength. Sifka, as you can see, her body type, she's like a tall, small forward. She don't really have the body to play the 4. Now, she could probably block some shots with her length, but she's not the strongest player. So, but I would play Sifka at the 4, obviously. I would feel comfortable playing any one of the 3 at the 4. Personally, like I said, with the biggest question mark on Rebecca Allen because I haven't really seen her play that much.
My biggest question mark would be Michaela at 6 foot playing the 4 is just not ideal at all. Like the
I
4
mean,
is
because
the
I
best
think you're
position.
saying that, and I feel what you're saying, but I think you're saying that because you think in the worst case scenarios like Michaela on
No, I'm
Asia
thinking
or
that.
something
No,
like
I'm
that. Like,
thinking.
yeah, Asia's gonna kill her. Like, but
No, I'm
Asia
thinking
kill
that
anybody that's on her.
the 4 is the best position in the W, hands down. I
But
just don't.
Michaela to me is one of the best, one of the better defenders in
Michaela
the
could
W.
barely guard Rakia. Let's not forget, Rakia cooked her. Teaspoon had to make that adjustment in the second half and put Angel on Rakia. She can barely guard Rakia, and there's no knock against Michaela. I just don't. I just don't see her being like a quality 4. And Beck Allen was a shifter before her back injury. This is it identical, same game. She's just 2 feet taller.
So, but that's my point. If she's too taller than Rebecca, and she got the same game, and she's younger, Sifka be
Guys,
my
you
pick.
know watch the game.
Look at you see that pass right? That's a point guard pass right there. I just told she's not a point guard. I don't know if y'all seen that. Let's play that again. This is transition. I would go get her if she available at 10.
Man, I don't know how many people watched
way
that game.
way before Cheyenne Sellers.
I don't know if anybody really watched that LA game, but people in chat, I don't know if y'all watched that game. We ain't see the same stuff. T. Carmilla saw it. We ain't see the same stuff. That's the next player to impact the team as a rookie. I think Paige and Malongo can. My idea with Paige is that Dallas is drafting Paige. I don't think Enrique will be that long. I don't think Enrique will be that long. But we got 11, and that's the Lynx. The Lynx need a big that can shoot. And if the Sky don't get Sifska, I think the Lynx can get her. But I think Sifka is going
I
higher
don't
there.
think that's what they need though. I think they need a big. That's a big.
They need a big that's a big, but a big that can shoot is also helpful. And not even a big. They don't really need a big. They got Elena and they got Dorka. What they need is somebody to play behind Fee. And Sefska would be the perfect player. She's 6'4"
We
and can
talking
shoot
about
it.
We talking about the links. You know, ain't nobody getting no minutes that go there. So we talking about play behind feet.
Well,
Who
I mean,
playing behind feet? That's a rookie.
it depends on the talent. He played Diamond Miller.
Diamond Miller,
It
nice though.
depends on, it depend on the talent. Keely probably just didn't show her what she wanted to see.
I feel you.
I don't know. The
At
Lynx is a
11,
tricky team, man.
it don't even matter. It's like you said, they're not gonna play. I'm gonna just say this player. A lot of people said it's probably not gonna happen because of her off the court stuff. But I'm gonna just say Sedona Prince. If
Mhm.
you if you the Lynx and you know what you lacking, try to get it. And ain't many 6'7s out here, so go get you one. The
And I
only other
actually
player
got
I would say
Sedona
is a
going to
Cola Lee.
Connecticut.
Huh?
I actually got Sedona going to Connecticut next.
If it's I mean, the only Cola Lee is the second best center in this draft to me, but she always injured, so I don't know if you go Cola Lee or you go
Yeah.
Sedona Prince. But if you the Lynx, that's who you go get. You either go get a Cola Lee.
Hmm.
If you got a draft, I'm gonna go with the talent. If you the Lynx, you go with a Cola Lee. You just get it and you see if you could keep it healthy. Because if you could keep it healthy, then you got a talent on your hands.
I don't disagree with that. She can score the ball. She can
Mhm.
score the ball. I get what you're saying about Sedona too. Like if you take away the off the court drama, Sedona would be a top 5 pick.
Mm-hmm.
You add the on the court drama,
especially
Sedona.
especially like a team that's lacking size. Why
Yeah,
not? Why not?
yeah. But that lead me into 12, and I think Sedona sneak in at 12 to Connecticut. I think they got Tina Charles there, and that's it. You need a big Connecticut need a lot. Uh, Connecticut need a lot. So I got her going to Connecticut. But Brooke just brought up the next 13 through 19. Who they got going 13 through 19? I don't mind Janaya Barker. Ain't like she gonna play much, but I don't mind her. Maddie, I feel like Maddie was rushed too soon into the starting lineup for Notre Dame. I think Neil should have gave her a little bit more time with coming off the bench.
So I
Isaiah
think
James at
Connecticut got
15.
11. No, 12. Connecticut got 12.
Yeah, 12. Yeah.
So
They got a
I
coach
think
Lee.
no, I remember I said a Cola Lee. You said I said a Cola Lee to the Lynx.
Yeah.
If I'm Connecticut, I'm going to get I'm rebuilding. I gotta get some talent. I'm going to get Isaiah James if I'm Connecticut.
Okay. See why I didn't go Isaiah James? It's because I gave them Pow Pow.
Hmm.
So I
I
would
don't
have
think
won
Alpha
Isaiah
going to
James. I
Connecticut
would have
though.
got I would have won Isaiah James if I would have went with a bid at that point for Connecticut, but our ideas is kind of flipped. It switched.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Connecticut getting Sedona at 12.
Oh, at 13 is who?
13 is right now. 13 is the Aces.
The Aces.
Mm. Aces. I'm thinking about the Aces roster right now. It looked like they're gonna ride it out with Meg Gustafson and Kia. Look like they're gonna ride it out with Meg Gustafson and Kia. I
No,
think
remember
they try.
they got Elizabeth Kitley.
Yeah, and they got Liz Kitley too.
And they got this girl that was on Atlanta last year. Parker Tyus, Cheyenne Parker Tyus.
Yeah, so they're not
They
even thinking
solid.
about
They
it for real
solid at the
right now.
bigs.
Uh, Dak Jewell.
They like
You lost
defense.
KT. They do. They like KT. I don't see Dage Kelly getting drafted. Somebody
I
asked me,
think
do
I'm
you
gonna
see
go
Dage?
with. I think I'm gonna go with Sanaya Rivers at this pick.
I like that. I'm still in your pick because I like that.
Yeah, I think
I
because they
like
like
that pick.
defense. They like plays. They trying to win another championship. I think I'm gonna go Sanaya Rivers at 13. And let's have
I'm gonna
fun since we Sky fans. Let's go up to 22 just so we can say who we think the Sky gonna pick in the second round.
all right. I got
Um,
Shania
you
with
didn't even
you
pull
at
it up.
13. I'm looking at it,
You're looking at it.
but you can
All
keep
right. So
that up there.
who's 14 then?
13 is the wing.
The Wings. So this is the Wings second pick. Um, they got their point guard. They got Enrique. They got a defender. They're gonna need some bench depth. They probably gonna want some shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I hate to say it because I would love to see this play on the Sky, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Aaliyah now.
I'm gonna go with Haley Van Lith.
Okay. Yeah, who's
I'm
that?
going with Haley.
Who's 15?
15 is the Lynx.
The Lynx. Another player that's not gonna play. Let's see. Maybe they could use another guard. I'm gonna go Haley Van Lith at this pick. They could probably use another guard. Number 16, Chicago Sky. I'm gonna surprise you, B.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know
go
this
ahead.
player name. I'm going Zay Green. You
I
familiar with
like
Zay
Zay Green.
Green?
She was from Alabama. Come on now,
The reason why
bro.
I'm going with Zay
Don't
Green
do
is
me
for all
like
the
that. Don't
reasons.
test
Hold
my
on, listen.
knowledge like
Hold on,
that.
listen to what I'm saying though. The reasons why I'm going with Zay Green is for all the reasons y'all think Cheyenne Sellers is good. Because Zay Green is actually the player that does all the things that y'all think Cheyenne Sellers could do. She's
Yeah,
6'2".
you keep hearing
She's a
Cheyenne
point
Sellers.
guard.
I
She's
ain't
just
even trying to
Zay
hit
Green.
Olivia Mal.
Zay Green. Hold on, listen to what I'm saying. Let me sell it. Let me sell my pick for the Sky fans out there. Because I was gonna do a video on this too. You know what I mean? Y'all getting the exclusive right now. Zay Green is a 6'2" point guard. Obviously, because she's 6'2", she got the ability to play 1, 2, or 3. So now she could come in and she could start at that 3 position. Like I said, again, I'm still thinking about this 3 position, right? Because like I said, if we get Sifka at 10 and she don't pan out, right? She can't defend nobody, or maybe she don't come over. Now you got Zay Green, right? Zay Green could play the 3. Or let's just say we get Sifka and she do pan out, Zay Green could now play the 1. And we all know Sloot is gonna be a liability on defense. So maybe she could come off the bench behind Sloot, or she could start for Sloot. Zay Green gives us that flexibility. So that's why I would go with Zay Green at number 16, especially if I get somebody like Sifka at 10, Zay Green at 16 to be a perfect fit for me. Because if all those small forwards, remember I said the small forwards we have, we want them to pan out, but they might, they question marks. They might not. Zay Green might be the answer. The rookie. All y'all vets ain't panning out. But my rookie, and she got the ability to play make, and she can hit the 3, score off the dribble. Zay Green is my pick at number 16.
I'm going with Aaliyah now.
I like that pick.
Don't got to
That's
say
a
much
pick.
about it. Don't got to say much about Aaliyah now. We
I
all
like
seen
that
Aaliyah
pick.
now. Bucket.
I
Get her.
like that.
All 3
I don't
of
know if that. I don't know if she'll be a bench player. I don't know if she's gonna fit so much, only because I think out of that position we need more playmaking, and she's more of a catch and shoot. But I love her. If the Sky could get her, her ability to knock down a shot, I'll take it.
And she got better defense than Olivia Miles. But the whole draft got better defense than Olivia Miles.
You a hater. You hating on my girl.
No,
Hating on my
you keep hitting
girl.
Cheyenne. And I let you hit Cheyenne 3 times already. And I ain't say nothing. I just moved right past it. You keep hitting Cheyenne. I can really hey, hey, Brooke. Hey, I got Olivia Miles stats planted in my head. I got every game she done played planted in my head. I can
Mhm,
really, I can really drop
mhm.
a draft stock on this live. I'm trying not to.
Okay, I feel you.
I'm trying not to, because I
I
like
feel
her
you.
as a player. I think she got a good. I think she got a high ceiling,
Got
but
you.
I'm trying
Who
not to.
number 17?
We're gonna go to 17, and that's the Vouts.
The Valks. So the Valks got to continue building out their team. They probably gonna want to add some defense. Let's go sit. I don't think I. Yeah, let's go Sedona Prince with this one because I took her back and put a Cola Lee. So I'm going Sedona Prince at the Valks.
I'm going with a player we all kind of forgot about. I'm gonna go Georgia Amore.
You know what? I did forget about her because of her size. I do think she's gonna go higher than I have her. So you're
Yeah,
right about.
I think she'll go higher than I got it too. But I'm gonna go
Yeah.
Georgia Amore. I think the Valks just need all the talent they can get right now. So I'm gonna go Georgia Amore. We got 18. We got Atlanta at number 18. Um, for Atlanta, I think they need somebody that can really back up Jordan Canada. Because Haley Jones not it. She running a point guard. I want to continue to let her run a point guard. I'm gonna go with Rory Harmon to Atlanta.
Rory Harmon. I think she's gonna go higher than I have her, but she's not even gonna be on my draft board. So at Atlanta, let's see. I don't know. At this point, let's just say they gonna grab Maddie Westbeld.
Okay. Um, Next we got the Fever at 19. Uh, for the Fever, I got them picking a point guard. I'm gonna go with Sundale, Kansas State. We're in the Sundale, Kansas State. I know you got Caitlin, then you went and got Spears, but
Sundell's
I
not
still
going
think
there. Sundell can't shoot. If she do go there, she's not ever touching the floor. They're gonna treat her that they're gonna treat her just like Grace Berger and the other girl that was there. But if she go there, more shout out to her. Um, I'm gonna go Gianna Neekins to Indiana.
I got her going next to Indiana because Indiana picks
Oh, and they
again.
got
And
back
I
to
got
back.
Neekins.
Oh,
Yeah, and
you
I
know what?
got Neekins going to Indiana.
So if they got back to back, they just grabbed Neekins. That's another shooter for them. What else do they need? Um, let's go. Let's go. JJ Quinley.
I like her. I like her. I think she a sleeper. I like her.
There we
I
at
like her.
21.
Yeah, we at 21 right now. And 21 is
I would love Neekins for the sky too. The dinner the the demo nat. If I said that correct, the demo nat. I would love Neekins on the sky. But if I pick Sifka, I don't think we're gonna go Sifka and Neekins.
so what we at 21. 21 is the Sparks.
Back to the Sparks.
Yeah.
I think they need some big depth because Cam Brink is hurt. So I'm gonna go.
Don't steal my pick.
It's either Ryan Marshall or
I was just saying to say Ryan
girl.
Marsh is
It's either Ryan
Sparks.
Marshall or the girl. What's a girl name from South Carolina? Because they kind of the same player to me.
Hagen.
Yeah,
Hagen.
it's either Fagan or Marshall. I'm gonna go. Since that's your pick, I'm gonna go Fagan just to be different, and then you could go Marshall. Same
Yeah,
play,
I was
same
going
thing.
Marsh.
We both got the same thing in mind. They're gonna need more big depth there. So
Then we got 22. We back at the sky at
me too.
22.
Back at the sky, like I said, I feel like a point guard is our weakness. So now look at what I did, people. I got a player that could be the small forward, and then I got a player at at 16 that could be the small forward or point guard. So now I'm gonna get a player that could be the point guard, and that's gonna be Raven Johnson. If she comes out, I don't think she's coming out, so I'm gonna make two picks. I'm gonna say Raven Johnson if she's there, Raven Johnson. But if not Raven Johnson, Jean Grey, I'm going with Hermione Turner. And the reason why I gotta go with Hermione Turner because I had a couple pleas. We don't know who's gonna be here. I was thinking maybe either Haley Van Lith. I know a lot of people, but I was thinking maybe Haley Van Lith at 22. Maybe even
I
Emily
took
Ryan.
Haley Van Lith over Harmony Turner or
No,
Emily Ryan.
but what I'm saying is we
I
already
mean,
took her.
not Harmony over
No,
Raven
no, I
Johnson.
get what you're saying, but my point is we took them off the board. I can't pick them
Emily Ryan
twice.
not off the board.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is Helly Van Lift is. I think we both picked her already, if I'm not mistaken. But what I'm saying is I'm gonna go Raven Johnson only because of the fit with her and Camilla, right? I feel like you get the best Camilla when you add Raven, and plus Raven's defense. I take that. I already know her liabilities on offense. I get it, but her defense, I think I'll take Raven at this pick at 22. And like I said again, that's why somebody like Zay Green is my safety net. Because if Raven don't work out, you got Zay Green that could run the 1. If Sifka don't work out, you got Zay Green that can run the 3. You get what I'm saying? Zay Green is my safety net because she can play both positions. And then I got players who, if they reach their potential, Raven Johnson reaching her potential, you already getting one of the most elite defenders. You getting a DJ Carrington like defender, if not better, right? And Raven, and then offensively, we already seen DJ don't have the best offense, so. You know, that's going to be her trajectory to work on her offense with Raven Johnson. And then, but like I said, because I don't think Raven is going to be there, then I'm either going to go with Hermione Turner or Emily Ryan, one of those two. I got to pick one. So I'm going to say Hermione Turner because I like her game. So I'm going to say Hermione Turner. But we need to get a point guard at that position. So whoever's available at that position, I'm gonna make a pick and say Hermione Turner. But I wouldn't mind it if it was Raven. I wouldn't mind it if it was Haley Van Lith. I wouldn't mind it if it's Emily Ryan. I would have even said the girl that you said going to Indiana if she could shoot. Serena Sundell can't. She's 6'1". She can't fucking shoot. Just like Cheyenne Sellers.
Cheyenne Sellers actually shoot better than
she's shooting now.
From the 3.
She's shooting now. Cheyenne Sellers, she don't shoot better than Olivia. Now? She's shooting now.
What?
She wasn't shooting early in the season.
Brooklyn.
Not shooting the ball early in the season.
Please stop. Do I need to get
a little bit better now? She's shooting a little bit better now.
Y'all hear this, chat? Do y'all hear this? We talking about Olivia Mouse who shot 10 freaking % from the 3-point line.
Are we talking about? We talking about this year. What are you doing? What are you talking about, B?
I can shoot better than 10% from the 3-point line. You keep disrespecting Cheyenne.
And I'm gonna continue. And I will continue because look at this shit.
Like she ain't one of the ones.
Look at this shit. She not 22.
3-point?
22. I know y'all don't care about this number. Y'all look at this number and y'all lose your mind. This was at 16 early in the season. It's at 22 now, which means she's shooting the ball more. So I'm an honest person. Like I said, I'm a truth teller. I'm gonna give her credit. Right. I'm gonna give her credit for shooting the ball 22% of the time. That's less than a fourth of the shot she take. Right. It's from 3. Less than a fourth.
Flashiness got to move. Thank you. It got to be the flashiness. Got to be the flashiness.
Look, let's go back up way up here where Olivia is at.
But
look at this. What that say right there, B? What that say?
She started off hot.
What that say right there? What's that number? Forget the 6. What's that number right there?
Started off hot.
Listen, men lie, women lie. You keep trying to tell me how good this girl is. One shoot 22% of the time. Another one shoot damn near 50% of the time, B.
Update these numbers for now.
These are updated.
I want to take out the first half of the season when they was playing them trash.
Now you want to take now when I put the numbers on, you want to take stuff off. Now you want to take stuff off. Okay.
You good. Because you keep coming at Cheyenne, and I'm not trying to do Olivia like that. In court, I see
I'm
you. I
showing
see
you
you in the
Olivia
chat, but you
numbers.
also, I don't care about her numbers. I know what
I
my
don't care
eyes
about
see.
nothing. This is what everybody
No,
keep telling me.
I
Every
care
time I
about
show
the
them
numbers.
numbers to their
I
face,
care
they go,
about
"I
the
don't
numbers.
care about the numbers."
I care about the numbers. They're there. Congratulations. They're there.
Not
Congratulations.
even close. Like this is not even. They
Congratulations.
not in the
And
same
court, hey
universe.
court, I see you. I see you in the chat, and you already know how I feel about Olivia. You've been knowing how I feel about Olivia for a year now. You already know. But my
Like,
number
no.
22 pick is I'm keeping Michaela Tempson.
22. Because I ain't mad. I mean, like I said, we disagree, but I ain't mad at you. I like Michaela Timpson as a player. And there's a you know what's so funny about Michaela Timpson to me? It's almost like what they said about Angel. So she just got to prove me wrong, right? A lot of people didn't think Angel could translate because she didn't shoot the ball and different things like that. That's kind of what I'm saying about Timpson. So I'm like, yo, I don't know. At 6'2", I love her game in a college at playing that center position, but I don't know at 6'2" how you play that game in the pros. I'm gonna be honest with you. But if she could develop and become more of a perimeter threat, I love her game. And she's like an undersized, and I don't even and I believe if I'm not mistaken, Ezzy is taller than Timpson, but she like an undersized Ezzy to me. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So I'm not mad at your pick.
Hey, Court, funny. Court is in my group chats with me on Twitter.
Shout out
She
the court.
already she already know how I feel about Olivia Mal.
You're not a
We
huge
ain't gonna
fan.
get it at all. We ain't gonna get it. I'm not a hater either. I don't dislike her game fully. I still think it's stuff she can work on, but
Let's take
I'm
a look at
realistic.
Shine Sellers.
I'm
Um,
realistic though.
let's take a look at Cheyenne Sellers. I had pulled something up before where you could compare these players. How did I do that? If I could do that, then y'all gonna be mad at me.
I mean, not really. Simpson at 22. I think she can be go top 13. I can see that. Minnesota take Timpson at 13. Okay. A wingspan is 6'7". Not really undersized. Yeah, I agree. She like a Kia Stokes. Kia Stokes really not as tall as people think
Stokes
she
like
is.
6'4", right? 6'4", 6'5".
She ain't as tall, but you Kia Stokes wingspan, you would think she was like 6'6" for real. Court, you saying Minnesota don't need another small big, but Angel was Minnesota pick and she would have been a small big. Olivia could be great if she transitions into a true point guard, one own the position.
They
Don't be a
say true
combo.
point guard. Who said that?
Don't be a freak shooter. Be a PG and run the
Olivia
floor.
is not a true point guard
Right?
now.
True PG. I mean, I've only seen her play the point guard, so I don't know what you mean by true point guard because I've only seen her play the point guard. Like I
That's why
said,
like, people are paying
I
money to me.
think
Like,
she's a really good transition passer.
nah, she's just a good
Really good
passer. Period. Like transition,
Hey,
half
hey,
court,
hey,
it don't
bro,
matter.
bro, my opinion, right? My
Oh
opinion.
yeah, I'm not. I wasn't trying to change your opinion. I was disagreeing with it.
She's a really
I just disagree.
good transition passer. I think she sucks on defense.
Nah, that's
Um,
not true.
she sucks on defense. Anytime your coach take you out at the end of the game because your defense is bad, you're not a good defender. It's proven.
So we
But
judging
I
off
think
of
she
one
sucks
game.
on defense.
Okay.
Oh, I'm judging off of all the games. She's been getting taken out most of the games at the end of the game for defense, and then they sub her back in for offense. But I don't think her defense is that good. Transition passes good. One read, one read plays really good. When you give her a play that you can get multiple options out of, she tend to go to her first read, and sometimes that causes some turnovers. A point guard like a Courtney Vandersloot can already see the court or see the play before it develops. That's probably why Caitlin is so good at passing the ball. She can see the play before it develops. And I think that's the next step for Olivia is seeing it before it develops. She see
You
that in
don't think she
transition.
got that?
I don't think she got that. She see it in transition. She see it in transition. I always tell people that I think Olivia would have been the perfect point guard for a Kim Mulkey system. She would have been a perfect point guard for a Kim Mulkey system because Kim Mulkey don't necessarily run offensive plays. She run she basically tell you to go out there and just get the ball off the rim and go. Thoughts on Anissa if she drops past six? I don't think Anissa dropping past six, but Olivia is a really good point guard, but her shot is fake. Been trying to tell people that, but you get one good shooting season out of somebody, and now they're a shooter.
That's not really so for me,
I
again, I
think
do
Anissa
research
dropped past
and
six.
I went and watched what she said when she was hurt. And she kind of backed up everything she said. So I know a lot of people don't, I guess they don't believe their eyes, they don't believe what they seeing, but players can develop, right? Like we said, none of these players perfect and they gotta develop. She worked on the weakness. I don't
Man, Brooklyn, you just picked up Cheyenne Sellers stats and showed me her percentage when she was taking two shots, and
nah, this is her
then
stats today. This is updated.
when
This is her
she was
stats right
taking
now.
no, you said when she was taking when her rate, she
What I
was only
said
taking two.
was what I said
Her rate, she was
was
only two. You said congratulations
no no
because she
no.
taking more.
I gotta let you finish. What I said was this. I said I'm giving her credit now because she actually picking it up more. I said the last time I looked at this early in the season, I was only at 16. It's at 22 now. So I'm saying she's playing better now. I'm giving her credit. I'm saying it like finally, thank God, like start shooting the ball. Like she a rim runner. She always want to run to the rim, run to that post up. Like that's all she does. She hardly ever shoots the ball. She shoot it. I'm not saying she never shoots it. She shoot it, but it's very rare for a player her size. Even when I compare to players in the WNBA who shoot at her rate, they showed me power forward. She was getting compared to what's the
She
girl
shoot
name in
it, but what's the percentage
what's
when
the
she
girl
shoot
name in
it?
Seattle? A Necker. She shoot like Necker. Like that's what like come on, dog. Like I'm good on that.
She shoots it, but what's the percentage when she shoots it?
It's good.
Exactly.
But what's the point? What's the point of
She
a good
knocks it
present?
down.
What's the point of a let me break it down to you like this, B. Answer this question for me. Do you want somebody who would take 1 3 a game every game and hit that 1 3? Or somebody who
But
will
y'all
take
wanted us to
hold on,
keep
let me
Kennedy
finish.
Carter, though.
Just tell me which player you want better, which player you would prefer. The player who takes 1 3 a game and hits that 1 3 at a high clip. Maybe out of 10 games, they miss one time, right? Or do you want the player who shoot 8 threes and out of 10 games, they make 50% of they so they make 4 threes out of those 10 games. Which player would you prefer?
I'm still not understanding what you're asking. The first player sounds like Kennedy Carter. The exact player y'all wanted to scout
All
is
right, whatever name. I'm not putting a name on it. I'm talking about play style. Do you want the player that takes, and that's
that's
not even
Kennedy
Kennedy
Carter.
because Kennedy wasn't shooting no threes. She was shooting basically mid range shots most of last season.
Probably
But
one.
I'm saying a player that a shoot 1 3 a game and make that 1 3, right? Make that 1 3 at a high clip, right? Versus a player that shoots 8 threes a game but only make half of them. Which player would you prefer?
What else comes with that player?
We only talking about the threes right now. We ain't talking about nothing else but the threes. I'm saying which one would you prefer? Because you talking about percentages. So I'm saying which one would you prefer? Because that person that take 1 to 3 is gonna have a higher percentage. So which one would you prefer? The player that takes the 1-3 a game for 10 games, and let's just say they make all of them, they don't even miss a shot, versus the player that takes 8 threes a game, but they only make 50% of them. They only make half of them. Which one would you prefer?
My thing is, I think it's tough because I prefer the complete player.
Thank you, CJ. You get what I'm saying. I would take the player
I get
at
what
50%
you're saying.
because you're going to get better scoring. This percentage will be lower. You're going to get way more scoring. You're going to get way more efficiency. Y'all sitting here telling me about Cheyenne Sellers who hardly shoots the ball. Y'all telling me about her percentage, but she don't never fucking shoot it.
That's the same thing with Sloot, and we talking about her being one of the best point guards in the league ever. Come on now. You can't do this with me, bro. I'm telling you can't do this with me.
What we talking about with Sloot?
You cannot.
Sloot is trash. What we talking about? She should have retired 3 years ago.
Sloot is trash?
Yes. She should have retired 3 years ago.
Sloot is gonna retire as probably one of the best point guards this league.
If we talking about careers, we not talking. I'm talking about 2025, B.
My thing is,
you can't bring back Sloot. Can't bring back what she did, and then bring it into 2025. She can't do that.
Man says Sloot is trash. Y'all need to clip that. But
Sloot need to be on somebody's couch with her wife.
At the end of the day, you asking me about 3-point shots, but you not. I want the complete player. I'm telling you what I want. Okay. I want the complete player.
I hear you.
So if you're gonna take your 1 3-point shot,
Sloot been retired for 3 years,
and you take 1 3-point shot, and you still giving me 14.
I'm looking 15. At the chat. The same thing with Diana Taurasi. Diana Taurasi been retired. She just announced it this year. She been retired for 3 years already. Matter of fact, go look at their numbers. It'll tell you the drop-offs. The production been dropped off. They been retired. What are we talking about?
I want the complete player. I'm gonna end it on that note. I want the complete player. I'm not a 3-point shooter fan anyway. I want the complete player. I need to know the team that's put around the player.
I feel like Olivia Miles is way better than Cheyenne Sellers. This is not even close.
That's how you feel.
It's not even close.
I'm not.
Cheyenne Sellers has better defense than Olivia Miles because she's a bigger body. She's 6'2". You're gonna have better defense.
Hey,
that's it.
You can be.
That's
6'2".
Literally it. That's the only thing she got over Olivia.
You can be 6'2",
and that's barely because Olivia. I don't agree with you with the defensive thing. I think she plays solid defense. I don't think she's a lockdown defender. I don't, but I think she's a solid defender.
The thing is, I'm not disagreeing with how you feel. I'm not disagreeing with how you feel at all. I prefer a different style of point guard than you prefer.
But you don't because you just said you don't want Raven Johnson. And Raven Johnson is a better defender than Cheyenne.
Raven Johnson can't score.
That's true.
I want the complete player. I keep saying it over and over. I don't know how y'all don't get. I gotta spell out complete now.
That is true. I got you. You got me there.
Olivia is not the complete player. I don't like her defense. I disagree
with Olivia, but I agree with Raven. I disagree with Olivia, but I agree with Raven.
I don't like her defense, but that's my opinion. I'm going with the complete player. Cheyenne Sellers to me is the complete player. You're gonna get paint points. She can knock down a 3, which I don't necessarily even care about, but she can knock down a 3. She can play defense. She can handle the ball. She can set up the team. To me, that's a complete player.
And you want to know the difference between me and you with this argument is I'd rather the player that's special at a couple things, even if they're not special at everything, than a player that gives me everything, but that's not special at nothing.
Bro, Brooklyn, come on now.
Because Cheyenne Sellers, what is she special? What makes Cheyenne Sellers special outside of being 6'2"?
Now we got to dig deep down into these points since we still on this topic.
Wait, answer that question.
Now we got
I'm gonna ask the chat. Hey, chat. Outside of being, if Cheyenne Sellers wasn't 6'2", would we be talking about her? Like, what makes her special outside of being 6'2"? At least, listen, I disagree with your transition thing, but at least you could say, "Oh, Olivia is special in transition," right? You could at least say, "Hey, Olivia couldn't shoot before,
Okay,
but
be
she raised
special in
that level up, and she can
transition.
shoot now." You can say these things about Olivia. What can you say about Cheyenne if she wasn't 6'2"? You can't say nothing. She's not
You keep
special at
bringing her.
anything.
You keep
She
bringing
don't
her
do
height into
anything
this.
great. She does a lot of things okay. She plays defense okay. She shoots the ball below average. She passes the ball okay. Like what does she do? She don't do nothing amazing.
You want somebody that's
She's just
special
the,
at something, and
the
you gonna end
amazing
up with a
thing about
Lexi Hole.
Cheyenne Sellers is the fact that she can handle the ball at 6'2". She's a
Hey,
big
bro,
guard. That's
you
what makes
want
her
somebody
special.
that's
Her height,
special at something, and you gonna end up with a
not her
Lexi
play
Hole.
style.
Lexi Hole is
Again,
special at 3-point shooting, and she can't make a
Lexi
layup.
Hall is special at 3-point
Lexi
shooting. No,
Hole,
she's not.
hey, she shot the highest. She has shot the highest percentage in the league last year. That's her
So,
specialty.
so
She's special at shooting a three.
I don't
Can't
think
do
so.
nothing else.
Like you said, I test.
Hey,
She can
my
shoot the
thing
three, but
is,
I wouldn't say she's special at it.
my thing is Cheyenne Sellers for Olivia Miles
That's
to
what I've
be
been trying
three.
to tell you. She
For
not fooling
Olivia Miles
scouts.
to
I
be
think scouts no, she fooling y'all. She fooling y'all,
hey,
Lakeisha.
for Olivia Miles to be three, her and Cheyenne Sellers, that's
Because
not
if she
that
was,
far apart.
hey,
You
Lakeisha, if
talking
she
about
was
she
fooling
going
scouts,
past 10.
thank you, B, because you just made me think of something. Lakeisha, if she was fooling scouts, she would be a top 3 pick. Because if she's so good, they would be talking about Cheyenne at 3. But nobody's saying that. Not even y'all, and y'all like her. Y'all still put Olivia over her when y'all doing the mock draft, and y'all like her. Think
I'm
about it.
going
It's
off
like
the
your
fit.
brain fighting against your brain. You're trying to tell
I'm going
yourself
off
Olivia
the fit.
Cheyenne is so good, but you still like, I'll take Olivia first.
I'm going off fit. Corsair isn't Satu 6'2" and tries their defense. Yes. That's why I'm like, I don't even know why he keeps saying height. Because height don't
That's
matter.
not what I said.
You can you did. You
What
said
did I
she's
say?
6'2", and the only thing she good at is defense.
That's not what I said. What I said is, I said she's not special. Let me repeat myself because I don't like to be misquoted. I said she's not special at nothing, at anything, not even defense.
You're a
What I
complete
said is the
player.
only thing that makes her special is the fact that she's 6'2" and could dribble the ball. Is what I said. The fact that she's a tall guard is what makes her special. It has nothing to do with defense. Her defense, I said, is okay. Her defense is okay. Her 3-point shooting is below average. That's what I said. Her playmaking skills, okay. She's not special at anything outside of being 6'2". That's the only reason why we talking about her.
She's a complete player.
She's
We're
not the
talking about her.
second best PG in this draft. That's Georgia Amore.
She's
I
a
don't even think
complete
she's
player.
3. She might
She's a
not be
complete
3.
player.
She's just 6'2". That's why we talking about her.
Thank you. You don't need every player to be special. She's a complete player. Complete.
All right, if she was complete,
Somebody
then
said against
you would.
actual competition, how many assists have Olivia have? Let's
If
go
she
look
was
that up.
more than Sellers, if she was so complete, then Angel would
Let's
have
go
stayed
look that up.
in Maryland.
Hey, that's not why Angel transferred from Maryland. Don't even put that out there in the water. Don't even put that out there in the water. Let's go look up assists against actual ranked teams. The last game against Duke, 3 assists.
Let me see.
3 assists against Duke.
We pulling up stats.
Louisville.
I want the people.
Louisville. I'm pull up Olivia's while we talking about her first. Then we'll look at
I'm gonna pull
Cheyenne.
up the whole league, and we gonna see who name
No,
pop.
no. We're gonna do it one at a time. We're gonna
No.
do Olivia
Pull up the whole
first.
league.
Olivia first, then we're gonna get into Cheyenne. Duke assists, Olivia Miles,
This how I
3.
give it up, people. Watch
The
this.
11, that's the 11th ranked player. That's the 11th ranked team. 25th ranked team, Louisville, 3 assists. Florida State, 24 in the L, 6 assists. NC State, 3 assists. And then the reason why I don't want to do this though is because assist is subjective, man.
We don't want.
Anybody who play basketball know that
We
assists
got a
are
lot of stats.
subjective. you gotta have the player to knock down a shot for the assist to count.
Don't she got that?
So
Don't
so
Cheyenne got that?
assists don't. I'm saying for both players, assists are subjective. But somebody asked, can you do the stats against actual ranked teams? That was the question. Against actual ranked competition, how many assists have she had? So I'm going down actual ranked teams and going through her assists. What did I leave off? NC State, 3 assists. Duke again, 2 assists. Cal, 6 assists. Mm-mm-mm. Georgia Tech, 5. UNC, 5. Connecticut, 3. Texas, 6. TCU, 4. USC, 7. So it is, those was her assists. We said at the beginning of the argument that most of the players in the draft were role players. I said that. I said that. I think that get lost in translation too on why I picked the way that I picked. She better than Olivia. Cheyenne Sellers is literally a dime a dozen. She'll get cut in many count. I respect your opinion. Cheyenne Sellers is a hooper. Plug and play. She's special. She got all the intangibles. She can score in all the facets of the game. Hey, KSAP, I've been saying the same thing. A complete player. I think complete is the word that's getting lost. Then all 6'2" players should be drafted then. Not all Keisha, you being funny. Hey, you know what? Since we still on this, I'm opening up the panel, y'all. Come up here and chat. I need to hear from y'all. Just come up here and chat. I don't know how we got back to Cheyenne and Olivia. This is crazy.
That's what the people want to talk about.
Simply ball dropping. There are so many 6'2" players like that in the W, slightly above average score in college, doesn't rebound much. What does she bring that's not already sitting on the W bench? I can't agree with this because I just don't agree with this. I agreed with your first statement. She could get cut in minicamp, as any player can get cut in minicamp. We've seen that happen, but I don't agree with this. The sellers dislike saying personal. What that girl do to you, Brooke? She said, "What sellers do to you?" I don't think. I don't. I'm gonna
She
answer
just
Tom.
not that
I
good,
don't
man.
think
Like,
sellers did anything to him. He just having a basketball conversation, really.
and then to answer it, if I could answer it myself, again, I'm somebody who goes off of a player's production. I don't go off of my feelings. So like even that question is misdirected, even asking to me. If you know who I am, if you follow me, I always judge these players off of what they've done. Cheyenne Hellers is overhyped in this community because it's the only community that overhyped. I don't hear nobody else talking about it. But in this community, everybody love her, and I'm the only person that's willing to stand on what I stand on and say, nah, she not that good. And a lot of people, and I'm not talking about B or anybody particular, but a lot of people like they just don't like that. They don't like the fact that anytime I tell the truth about Cheyenne Sellers, I get like it's gonna get, you know, fireworks back in general. So it is what it is. But I stand on what I stand on. And not only do I stand on what I stand on, I'm cool with being wrong. I don't have nothing against none of these girls. If Cheyenne Sellers come into the W and she developed, because that's another key to this conversation. I do think Cheyenne Sellers could go to another level. That's why I just again, like what B just said, some things get lost in translation. I started this conversation out with saying, yo, credit to Cheyenne Sellers for shooting the ball more because she was shooting less than this earlier in the season. I said that. But again, people don't want to listen. People just want to argue, right? And I'm not talking about you, B. I'm just talking about in general, like because there's a lot of people like these comments in the chat. There's a lot of people that just saying things without listening. I gave Cheyenne Sellers credit. shout out to her. But Cheyenne Sellers right now, what she's done, her production is not that good for us to even be talking about. That's a fact. That's not how I feel. That's just what she's done on the court. She ain't do that much. But I do. If she gets better, she gets better. I hope I'm wrong about her. I hope she comes in a W and kill it. But from right now, if I got to talk from what I've seen today, she's not even in the same stratosphere with Olivia Miles. I don't even know why we talking about the girl. And then that's why I said that if she was, and I'm wrong, why nobody, not even the people who support her, got her over Olivia Miles in the draft. Fuck fit. Let's just talk about talent. Nobody ever said Cheyenne Sellers before Olivia. In fact, she's not even going in the top 5. People skeptical whether she might go in the top 10. So it's like she might be higher than that. She might not. She's so good. Why is she so low? Like you can't argue with me both. You can't tell me she's so amazing, but she under these players. Like which one is it?
Hey, bro, I'm gonna get you with this one. Angel went 7.
Yeah, but that's different. Angel went 7 wide. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna let you finish.
If she's so good, why didn't she go high? Angel was so good, so good. Fuck
you.
No. Why didn't she go high? We said F it. You going off of talent.
You asked a question. I'm explaining to you.
Go off of simple talent. Why didn't
you asked
Angel
a question?
go high?
I'm explaining to you. What was the knock on Angel?
The same thing you saying about Cheyenne.
No, it's not.
I hope she get better.
The knock on Angel.
The hope was that she got better.
Okay. The knock on Angel was a lot of people, including WNBA circles and GMs and all that, didn't feel like Angel game would translate. So the fact that they didn't feel like Angel game would translate, she dropped in the draft. That happens. Ain't nobody saying that about Cheyenne Sellers. Ain't nobody saying that her game won't translate. In fact, y'all all trying to convince me that she's going to be the special player. Nobody is saying her game won't translate. I'm the only one who's saying she's not that good. I'm saying that. The rest of y'all telling me she's so good. Nobody is saying her game won't translate. Angel dropped in the draft because they didn't think her game would translate. Yes, she was good in college, but you got to realize college and the pros is 2 different games. That's the reason why if you want to compare not translating, that's the reason why somebody like Georgia Amore is dropping in the draft, right? Because you 5'6". So people think that what you're doing, a lot of people, hold on, listen. A lot of people think that what you're doing in college won't translate because of your size. Now that don't mean she won't. We'll see. Maybe somebody like Georgia Amore will go low in the draft, and then she'll show people, oh shit, we should have picked her at whatever 4 or 5, whatever. But Georgia Amore is somebody that's like Angel, who people are saying that her game won't translate. Nobody is saying Cheyenne Sellers' game won't translate. And the fact that y'all not even saying her game don't translate, why the hell y'all don't got her higher? Y'all should have her as a top 5 pick. At 6'2"? Are you kidding me? If Cheyenne Sellers was as good as y'all saying she is, she a top 3 pick.
Bro, you just dead at the whole argument, bro.
All right. If you say so.
It didn't translate. It's not translating at all to me right now. It's not translating at all to me right now. You just lost me. For real.
I mean, I don't know. I could, if you need help, I could explain it to you, but I think I said it clearly, so I don't know what to say it.
So you lost me when you said that everybody trying to convince you that she's special. I said complete player over and over and over again. I even said I'm gonna spell out complete.
All right.
Complete don't always mean special. No, it don't.
All right. Take the word special out. Let's take the word. That's my word. Let's take the word special out. You saying that she's a complete player, right?
A complete player.
All right, she's a complete player.
I also said
that.
I also said at the beginning, I'm doing my mock draft off of fit.
Right. And that's why I said that's why I wasn't arguing with you. But I said take fit out. I said even if you take fit out, you still don't got her top 5.
I do.
Okay.
I said that
I never heard you say that before, but okay.
Hey, I said that 3 times. I don't think Cheyenne Sellers is going to drop to 10. I don't think Cheyenne Sellers.
That don't mean she in the top 5. Just because she don't drop to 10 don't mean she in the top 5. But okay.
I have her in the top 5.
Okay. You the only person I've heard. You and You and Quita Love Sports, the only people I ever heard put in the top 5, and even Quita Love Sports fixed that and took out her top 5. Because at first
Well,
Quita Love Sports had her at 3. I thought she was bugging when she said that, and then she did it in the mock draft, and Cheyenne Sellers dropped way down in her next mock draft. I don't know what happened, but
I don't think she'll be available for us at 10. I don't think she's a special player. That's not what I'm saying. I think she's a complete player. But I also believe that Angel was special and she went 7.
I agree
If
with you.
we
But
if
the
we if
problem is
we
a lot of
if
people didn't
we
think
go off
Angel was
of
special,
pure
but we disagree with those people.
and that's the same thing with Cheyenne Sellers. You don't think that she's special.
It's not the same thing. I'm the only one. I'm the only one saying this, right?
You're not
You
the
got
only one.
all of you guys are saying she's
Multiple people.
special. Not
You
all the
just said
GMs,
multiple play.
none of the
Hold
GMs
on,
are
bro.
saying anything about her. Not all the GMs got her, or all of, let me not say GMs, all the mock drafts got her going somewhere mid. In fact, they raising her stock up because she wasn't even in the first round. So now they put her in the first round. So a lot of people is raising her stock up.
Bro,
I'm the only
Cheyenne
one
Sellers
that's saying
always
she's
been in
not
the
that
first round.
good.
She's always been in the first round.
Oh, she hasn't, because I've been watching this from the
Always,
beginning. She really wasn't. I'm trying to
always
tell
been
you.
in the first round. Every
Okay.
mock draft I've seen, Cheyenne Sellers been in the first round.
All right. All right.
But to just go past this, because like we'll be on this topic all night. I think Cheyenne Sellers is a complete player. I do not, let me emphasize that I do not dislike Olivia Miles. The only reason I'm arguing Olivia Miles right now is because Brooklyn been trying to take hits on Cheyenne Sellers all day. And the first 3 times I ignored it. I'm like, okay, he hitting my girl again. He hitting her again. He hitting again. The last time I'm like, nah, we're not gonna keep doing it. I think Olivia Miles has talent. I do. To me, I personally don't like her defense. That's been my argument. I don't like her defense. Court, I know you still listening. You can attest to this because I started off in Twitter spaces. I didn't believe she can shoot the 3. That was my biggest argument. She came in this season, she's shooting the 3 better. I'm like, cool, good. She worked on that. I also believe that she struggled with her half court passing sometimes. I still believe she struggled with her half court passing sometimes. That's not gonna change. I just think she still got things she needs to work on. Do Cheyenne Sellers got things she needs to work on? Like Brick said, Cheyenne can shoot more threes. That's something she can work on. Shoot more threes. All these players got something that they need to work on. All these players got something that they need to get better at. That don't mean that we dislike them. I don't dislike Olivia Miles. I think she gonna be good on whatever team she go to. But I also said at the beginning of this, I don't think that this draft to me is foundational pieces. I think all these players are pieces you put on a team to get to the next level as far as role players. I think this is a draft to me filled with role players outside of Paige and Malanga. But that's just that. I'm kind of honestly tired of talking about Cheyenne Sellers and Olivia Miles because they ain't even in the league yet. Keisha and read some of these comments. Keisha said Angel is special, Paige is special, Juju is special. I don't consider these other players to be special. I don't either. Jackie, I don't know who you is, but you kind of keep coming at Brooke a little bit. Chill out on my boy. We just having a healthy conversation. That's all.
One
Uh,
thing I notice about this community, B, um, they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. You heard that Jay-Z line? So
yeah.
my personality and my voice is so strong. When I first came to this thing, people was like, "Oh shoot, who's that Brooklyn guy?" But over time, a lot of people. So I get more love than I do hate. A lot of people will still love me, but that's you got this certain stragglers of the people that get annoyed. Oh, he think he know everything, right? You got those people. So that's what that's coming from. But they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. I ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So shout out to everybody who support me. Shout out to everybody who's tired of me or who's annoyed or might feel like I think I know everything. I don't. I just believe in what I say when I say it. But that don't mean that again I'm opposed to being wrong. If I'm wrong about something, I say I'm cool with that. Like I said, if I'm wrong about Cheyenne Sellers, shout out. I don't got nothing against that girl. Shout out to her. I hope she come in the league and kill it. I'm just going off of what I see, what my eye test say, right, and what the numbers say. What my eye test say, I'm going off of that. But I don't if I'm wrong and the next year they broke. You said she was trash. I'm not gonna lose those
Oh
sleep. I'm
yeah,
gonna be like,
Jackie
shout out
said
to Cheyenne
Jackie
Sellers.
said she always coming at you. She just having healthy trolling.
I don't know.
Some
I wouldn't say that. I don't. If Jackie always coming at me, this is the first time I seen it. I've never seen her come at me before. I'm talking about in general. I'm not
Carmelo
even
said it
talking about
too. Jackie
one
always do it.
person. See, okay. See, I never y'all telling me something new. I've never even seen her I never seen her specifically, but have seen that. I have seen certain people like see Camilla is one of them. I have seen like certain people get annoyed
See,
or
Carmelo, I
upset
did not see
at
this.
times.
That's disrespectful to Olivia Miles. Now I got to put down my lip balm on that one because that's
Somebody laughed
disrespectful.
tonight,
That's
bro.
disrespectful. That is
Listen, we gonna
disrespectful.
say
For
if she
real.
have a if she has a career like Kaiser, then that's unfortunate that that talent that type of talent. Um, but again, I understand too. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all. I'm just keeping it all the way a stack. I understand some of y'all really ain't do no research. Y'all just talking. Y'all just talking the talk, right? Y'all seen the game or two. Y'all seen a couple games, and y'all saying y'all opinion. I'm again, my opinions are stemming from like what B said. I seen Olivia as a freshman, and then I seen her play her sophomore season where she got hurt, and then I seen her come back from adversity, and I seen what she did when she came back from adversity. That's where my opinions is coming from. It's not coming from Olivia. Don't owe me nothing. I didn't. In fact, I'm gonna keep it all the way a stack with y'all. I didn't know who Olivia was. The point guard I was talking about was Raven Johnson. I ended up learning who Olivia was when these mock drafts came out. And I'm like, who is this point guard that they got going over Raven and all these other people? And at that time, like I said, the one I look at, I don't know which mock drafts I look at, but I like Tankathon. And Tankathon adjusts over time. So in Tankathon, they had Olivia going 5 at that point. This is early. This season was still going on. They had Olivia going 5. They had Sonia Citron going 6. And like I said, Cheyenne Sellers wasn't even in the first round. So I went and did my research and I started looking up who Olivia Miles was as somebody skeptical because I'm like, who is this person? Why they got her going here? And I was educated. I said, oh shit, this girl is special. I know a lot of people don't want to call her special. A lot of people don't think she's that good or whatever the case may be. To me, she's special. To
I
me,
think she's special at passing
she's
basketball.
generational. To me, she's reincarnation or the male version or the female version of a Jason Kidd. That's what I see when I see her. Her numbers back that up to me, and the eye test backed that up to me. So that's how I started to get introduced to who Olivia Miles was. I went back and did research. I didn't just watch a couple games. I didn't just watch her verse this player, this team in 2025 and make a judgment. I didn't do that. In fact, the fact that I watched her before the season started and was wild because I went back and did research. And then when I seen when she did this season, I said, oh shit, this girl's really the truth. She got a shooting better. She stepped up. She really stepped up. I said, oh shit, she wowed me. But again, she's not the only one. Somebody like Sinai Rivers disappointed me this year. I had high hopes for Sinai Rivers. I thought she was going to be better. She was worse. So I'm an honest player. I'm an honest person. I'm a truth teller, right? Somebody like Cheyenne Sellers been around for 4 years and ain't nobody been talking about her. Like, and she was so great. Olivia Miles was great in her freshman season.
We're
Like I
always coming
said,
back to Cheyenne
I'm
Sellers, and
just
she was
because
not great in her
listen.
freshman season.
Listen, we could disagree. We could disagree. I'm just saying my
Olivia,
point.
come on, Brooke. I'm
Cheyenne
looking at
Sellers
it.
hasn't been special like her
Brooke,
whole
I'm
college
looking at
season.
it right now.
She's just starting to peak now.
Let
Nobody
me show
cared
you.
about Cheyenne Sellers before the
Let me
season.
just listen to these numbers. I ain't even gonna tell you the name. 9.3 points, 3.7 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 1.2 steals, 51% field goal overall, 10% 3-point shooting, 46% free throw shooting. That's the freshman year. What play is that? And I'm looking at Cheyenne and Olivia. No, don't look it up. I just read the stats off to you. What play
Not
is
looking
that?
at anything. I said what I needed to say. Let me ask you a question. How long you been talking about Cheyenne Sellers?
I haven't been talking about Cheyenne or Olivia Miles. I haven't talked
Okay.
about neither one of them, Brooke. So you
Okay.
can't ask me that.
Okay.
I've been pushing
Who
Sonya Citron for 4
who was
years.
recruited? Who was recruited high coming out of high school?
Come on now. Paige was recruited one and Caitlin was under Angel. And she just
They
won
didn't
Rookie
come
of the
out.
Year.
They didn't
Come on.
come out. They didn't come
They
out in
came out
they
the same year. Yes,
no.
they
The
did. All
Olivia
three of
Mouse
them.
came out the year after them. They didn't come out the same year.
I'm talking about you talking about recruitment now. And
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
giving you
talking
an
about
example
Cheyenne
of
Sellers
how
and Olivia
I'm
Mouse. That's
giving
what you're
you
talking about. I'm
no,
trying to tell you, like, she never been
no.
special.
I'm giving you an example of recruitment and how wrong recruitment can be. Caitlin Clark is literally Rookie of the Year and she was 7. She was 7. Paige still in college. She was 7. Angel was 2. Caitlin was 7. And I'm not even saying Caitlin is better. I'm not gonna get into that because I don't want people to you already know how I feel about Angel. But
We feel
Caitlin
the
was
same way
7.
about it.
Yeah, we feel the same way. Caitlin was 7. So high school recruitment don't matter, don't mean nothing to me.
I feel what you're
You
saying, but to
said
me,
you
that's apples
said
and
that
oranges.
she's
What I'm saying.
been you said that she's
I'm trying
been
to. All right, so let me tell you the point I'm making because you're missing the point, right? The point I'm making is Olivia been special since high school. Cheyenne Sellers wasn't special since high school. Cheyenne Sellers is just hitting her
is
mark
that a
now.
problem? Is
Yes,
that bad?
Cheyenne.
That's
Yes,
bad that
Cheyenne
she's
Sellers is
hitting her
just.
mark now. It mean
I'm
that
gonna
it
land.
took her time
I'm gonna
to
land with
develop.
this. I'm gonna land with this because you keep missing my point. You keep trying to win the argument, so you're not listening to my point. What I'm saying is this: one player has been consistent from high school to now. Yes, she got hurt, but she's been consistent as far as being good. In fact, she got even better from high school to now. One player has been average and then got a little bit better in they senior season. And I don't even think she got that much better. I just think y'all overhyping her because I just found out who she was. Not saying you particularly, B, but I think a lot of people just found out who she was and said, "Oh shit, she's 6'2" and she could play the point." So now they talking about her. Same thing happened with Sinai, with Sonya Citron earlier this season. I'm gonna keep saying this again. Earlier this season, I was telling people, "Hey, if we miss out on Olivia, it's cool. We could get Sonya at 3." And people said I was crazy. This is before Notre Dame went on their run, right? People was like, hell no, I would never take Sonya Citron at 3. I will only take her at 10. In fact, if Olivia's not there, I would trade the pick. This is what people told me 2 weeks later after they didn't play some games. People started saying, you know what? I take Sonya over Olivia. So that's how quick people change their minds because they don't do no research. I'm saying the same thing I said from the beginning of the season now because I didn't need to see no I don't have recency bias. I didn't need to see no games to be like, who is these girls? I already knew. I already knew Cheyenne Sellers before everybody was talking about it. I knew she was.
You still
That's why when
didn't
y'all
know
started
Olivia
talking about it, it was hilarious to me. Like, her? Oh,
Brooke,
y'all
you
bugging. Y'all
just
think
said,
she's better than
Brooke,
her? Y'all wilding.
all right, I'm
So it's
listening.
like, I
Brooke,
already knew. A lot of people
Brooke,
don't do
you
their
just said
research.
you just said at the beginning of your argument that you did not know who Olivia Miles was and you had to go do research.
I'm
And then
talking
you just
about.
said that you
All
already
right, so
knew
you
who
got to
these girls
understand.
was. So
I
you
think you
don't have
misunderstand it.
recency bias.
All right, let me let you
You
finish.
just picked up on Olivia Miles. So you technically do have recency
I
biases
didn't just pick
because
up
you
on
did
her.
not know who
What
she
I
was.
what I
You just
said.
said that.
No, I didn't. B. You got to pay attention because you missed what I said earlier. Remember about the power forward thing when you thought I said something I didn't say. So what I said was this is during the season, right? I said this is during the season. This is before the season ended. So that's when I learned about Olivia, is what I say. But you also got to realize I'm a new Chicago Sky fan. So I'm not
Brooklyn.
talking about,
Everybody
yeah.
heard you
Hold
say
on, hold
that.
on, hold on. Hold on. Okay, cool. Everybody heard me say it. So everybody misunderstood. So let me explain something to everybody. In case you didn't know, I'm a new Chicago Sky fan. I wasn't a WNBA fan for long. This is my first year. Did y'all know that in the chat? Did you know that, B? This is my first
I
year.
knew that.
I started watching the WNBA in fucking May.
You said that
So it was the
multiple times.
beginning of my fucking career watching the WNBA. Yes, and around May, April-ish, around that time when I was a new Chicago Sky watcher, I said, "Hey, let me look at these mock drafts before anybody was talking about them because the season wasn't over yet. I was already looking. I saw this girl named Olivia, and I went and looked her up. But see, because I like to do research, I keep noticing. I keep saying I do homework. I didn't just look her up. I went back and did research and researched her. I researched Cheyenne Sellers. I researched Angel. Well, I kind of already know a little bit about Angel Reese because that's what I was watching already. I was watching college. I wasn't watching WNBA. But my point is, I went back and researched these players from years and years from before I was a fan, before I was watching. I wasn't a Cheyenne. Olivia Miles was a freshman in 2021. I was not nowhere close to watching the WNBA. A women's basketball in 2021. I started watching women's basketball in 2023.
Brooklyn, you just
so what are
said
y'all
that
talking about?
you just said that Cheyenne Sellers and Olivia Miles wasn't in the same class.
That's not what I said.
Right.
I said they was in the same class. You kept telling me you kept trying to go back and talk about Angel and Caitlin for some reason. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about Olivia and Sellers.
Brooklyn, you just said they was in the same class. They not.
Okay, so then that's a mistake I made. I thought they both was in 2021.
No, right. Cheyenne Sellers is actually younger.
It don't matter. She came in 2021. She came a year after Angel.
What are you talking about? Olivia Miles came in 2020.
No, she didn't. She came in 2021.
I'm looking.
I could be wrong. If I'm wrong on that, if I'm wrong on that, I'm wrong on that. I thought they both came in 2021. If I'm wrong on that, I'm wrong on that.
No, they did not.
Okay. I thought they both came in 2021. That still doesn't change what I said. Cheyenne Sellers freshman. Okay, if I'm wrong on that, cool. Cheyenne Sellers freshman season and Olivia Miles freshman season was two totally different seasons. I'm right on that.
All right, so we're gonna move on to should WNBA players get paid more. I think that's an easy and simple way to end this because it's 10 o'clock my time. It's 11 o'clock Brook time. And I know I got to get up in the morning. So, should WNBA players get paid more? Hold on, Brook. Let me share my screen real quick. I got, hold on. I actually got to upload it. And you keep that up there. I got to upload it.
Nah, I could close this.
I got, there's been a lot of talk around this topic right now. Just a lot of talk. And I think it's crazy. Like how wrong people are. I just noticed that is small as hell. You know what? I ain't even gonna pull it up. So basically, it's been a lot of talk around the W about potential lockouts, players demanding and wanting more money. And I think it's a simple answer. I think these women do deserve more money. That's just it. Period. I think as far as the W goes, the W is growing at a fast and speedy rate right now. And to me, watching women basketball is more enjoyable than watching men basketball right now. I think the men is taking a decline and the women is going up. And I know a lot of people like, oh, they don't. No. Yeah, you get excitement out of different things. And I get excitement out of just seeing these women compete. I think the men don't compete right now. It's just back and forth shooting threes. Like I said earlier, that's not my style of game. I like that these women miss layups sometimes. I think it's best for the game. I think it's better for the game. So as far as just the trend and what's happening in women basketball right now, I think it's just a simple answer that yes, these women deserve more money. The highest contract right now I think you can get is like $200 something thousand. Like, what can they do with that? What can they do with $200 something thousand a year? Like, come on now, be for real. And then the product that they're giving us, is better than $200,000. To me, I think max contracts should at least go up to $500,000, and then in the next couple of years make a jump to $1 million. That's a number that I would like to see these women get to. Um, it's time to start respecting women and respecting women's sports. I'm gonna let Britt go, and then I'm gonna read some of the quotes that was put out about women pay and how some people are disagreeing with it. Go ahead, Brooke.
Well, I think it's an easy answer. Of course, they deserve more with the eyes and the leverage that's on the game. I will say, um, although in the past I do understand why people wanted women to get paid more. At the end of the day, if your league isn't bringing in um, the correct viewership, the correct revenue, it's kind of hard to raise the salary. So I kind of understand why it was a struggle in the past. But I feel like women's basketball is in a great place today, um, with the help of Angel Reese and Clayton Clark. So I think the more the WNBA capitalize on bringing stars in from the collegiate level, right? The more they bring stars in, and then the more they build stars in on the WNBA side, as long as they continue to build stars and build rivalries, that's what people want to see. So I feel like it is no place but up right now for women's basketball. And as long as that happen, I feel like when the women are now starting to get the leverage that they need to start getting better contracts. I'm not gonna put a number on it because really that's not based. Again, we gotta deal with things on a fact level basis and not a feeling level basis. The numbers based off of the business. So as long as the viewership comes in and everything comes in that needs to come in, the number will be based off of that. So hopefully women's basketball continues to, because I don't even feel like, I feel like it's getting better um from a viewership standpoint wise, but I still don't feel like it's mainstream yet, right? There's still a lot of people that don't watch women's basketball. There's still a lot of people who aren't informed on women's basketball. So once it gets to that point where more and more people, like the casual person on the street that's a basketball fan, watches and enjoys women's basketball, um, that's when it's going to really get to the mainstream status, and that's when the contracts is really going to be able to get to where they needed to get. But do they deserve more? Of course they deserve more. And like I said, they got the leverage right now to get more. So I think they should get more. What that number is, I don't know. Because like I said, it's not based off what I feel like they should get. It's based off the business and what works for everybody to keep the business moving forward. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Brooke. Like, I think this just really a simple topic. I think it's another topic that people just took and ran with because they first heard about it. Not even first heard about it. Whatever Angel say is gonna make waves. And I'm not even up here today to talk about what people think Angel said, because if you watch the podcast, you know what they think she said is not what she actually said. Um, but I am up here to talk about how some of these other women feel about the pay that's happening right now. This quote was from NECA. She is the sitting president right now for the women's side of things, and she said that opting out isn't just about bigger paychecks; it's about claiming our rightful share of the business we've built, improving working conditions and securing a future where the success we create benefits today's players and the generation to come. We're not just asking for a CBA that reflects our values. We're demanding it because we've earned it. So from that, it looks like they are standing steadfast in what they believe, as they should. Like, you shouldn't back down. If you feel as though you deserve something, you stand 10 toes on what you feel like you deserve. And I think these women have a right to stand 10 toes on what they deserve. Women basketball this year is taking a leap, and I think this year itself gives them that right to stand 10 toes down on what they believe. So it sounded more and more like if the CBA and the women can't come to an agreement on something, we may not be getting a season. We may get a season, but it may be a shortened season when they feel like they may be doing a lockout. Uh, they may be doing a lockout, and then we got B. He said during a we doing her talk on CBS Sports. We need to talk now. She said that it's a possibility of a stoppage as they continue their negotiation with the league on a collective bargain agreement. So just another just another star player who's saying like, yeah, we standing 10 toes.
Let me
We
ask you a
not
question.
go
Is
ahead.
this the first time that the WNBA would have had um a lockout? Is their
It
first time,
is,
or did they have it before?
it is. And I think this season is a good chance of a lockout because um they just have more back in them now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
No, no, I agree with you. I just didn't know if it happened before because obviously, like I said, I'm new to the WNBA, but I'm not new to basketball. This is kind of normal, right? In negotiations, there's always threats of a stoppage, and sometimes it is a stoppage. So it's very possible that it will be a stoppage. Let's hope not. Let's hope that they could come to the table and negotiate something that works for everybody. And I think everybody wants that, right? Nobody. I think the way the league is going right now, they don't want to stop their momentum. So a stoppage right now ain't even smart for the league anyway. So I think the league is probably gonna really wants to figure this thing out, right? Just you got too much momentum right now to have a stoppage. But yeah, this is normal. This is normal in sports.
yeah,
So
they haven't had a lockout.
even if they have a lockout, this is normal. It won't be a lockout for too long. It might miss, a week or so of the season or something like that. I can't see them missing too much of the season if it is a lockout. But to me, a lockout wouldn't even be smart for the momentum of the league right now. So for both parties involved, I think they should try to get something done.
Yeah, I think they should definitely try to get something done. I've been on record saying that I think the WNBA needs to cut ties with the NBA completely. They need to get sole ownership of their league because I feel as though the NBA is just going to continue to piggyback off these women. The trends is different right now. Like the trends for the NBA is going down and the WNBA is going up. But I do believe like leagues like AU and Unrivaled was created um to prevent the women's from having to go overseas. But it also proves that if we do a lockout, we got another avenue that we can go to get paid, and people gonna come and watch, and we can still stream it because the Unrivaled is streamed on more national networks than the WNBA right now. So people gonna
Facts.
watch. They got it out. They and I think that's why this is a good time for them to stand 10 toes on what they believe in because they should be getting paid more. They should. I do believe that they need to get their ownership from the NBA, and I do think they got a backup plan if it is a lockout. Um, so we'll see what happens. I'm not even gonna get into what people think Angel said because she didn't say it. Um, but yeah, I think we've been so deep in our conversations today. We have not mentioned once for y'all to go like, comment, and subscribe to our channels, man.
Yes,
Go
yes,
like,
yes.
comment, and subscribe to our channels. My channel is B Sports Buzz. Um, Brooklyn channel is the perspective with BK80s. The perspective with BK80s. I see ADP is dropping them in the chat right now. And then our boy AD, he not here today, but go subscribe to his channel at Fast Break. It's FSTBRK Fast Break. So please like and subscribe. Go ahead, Brooke.
Yeah, man. Listen, like B said, man. Please like, subscribe, hit the cash apps as well. Um, and I'll say this on every video I do solo. I want to say shout out to all my supporters, man. Shout out to everybody. That's that follow me. Shout out to the people. Listen, I got some comments this past week. I always get good comments, so shout out to everybody who comment on my videos. But a couple people commented saying that they appreciate that I'm unbiased and the way I talk about these players. So I just want to say shout out to those guys. Everybody who hit me up in the comments. That support me, everybody who's been subscribing, liking the videos, subscribe. Listen, I'm trying to get to 500. I'm really trying to get to 1,000, man. Let's, so subscribe to Brooklyn with 80s. Subscribe to B is trying to get up to 1,000 as well. And let's get my man Fast Break some. He's starting out new. So we got to get my man Fast Break some subscribers, man. But I want to say shout out to the people that support. I'm like this. I'm a positive person. Anybody who know me in real life, they know my energy is positive, right? So I always try to focus on the people who support me more than anybody who don't. So that's why I always try to say, I recognize you, the people who support me, the people in my comments, the people that's hitting the like button. I do recognize you, the people that come back. Shout out to you.
Yeah, we got 552 people watching right now. If you not subscribed to our channels, go ahead and subscribe. We got a goal we trying to get to. We both in a 400 range right now. We both trying to get to 500 right now. So go ahead and subscribe, like our videos, comment on our videos. Keep pushing us. We trying to get pushed into the algorithm so y'all can see more of our lovely faces. But we do appreciate y'all coming out, watching with us tonight, engaging in the conversations, having healthy debates with us about everything that's going on around the league, around women's sports. Um, and y'all will see us again next Wednesday. We do this show every Wednesday around 7:30. So make sure y'all keep tuning in with us. And have a good night.
God bless.